The Zone. Update.
Well, that's a sweep for the Milwaukee Brewers as they would defeat the Chicago Cubs last night 5-0. Starting pitcher Kyle Harrison struck out 11 in 7 dominant innings, while offensively David Hamilton had 3 hits, scored 2 runs, and Jake Bauers extended his hitting streak to a career-high 11 games with an RBI single in the third. To see the Brewers improve to 29-18 on the year, 1.5 games above the Cubs now for first place in the NL Central. Here's more from manager Pat Murphy.
But I'm happy for the guys. I've said it all year. I trust these guys. They have high expectations of themselves, and we have high standards. So hopefully a weekend like this gives them some confidence.
That concludes a 5-1 road trip for the Milwaukee Brewers, who now sit 11 games above 500. The Brewers will now have today off before returning to American Family Field and will host the Dodgers for a weekend series.
For nearly 40 years, ABC Wisconsin Apprenticeship has been helping men and women transform themselves into highly skilled trade professionals. These skills are in demand and provide strong wages and benefits for a bright future. If you're a hands-on person who likes the feeling when you get projects done, apprenticeship could be for you. Go to buildyourcareerwi.org or just search online for ABC of Wisconsin.
The Packers are closing in on the end of Phase 2 of their offseason program. Phase 3 will get going next week with the team on the field for OTAs outside of one mandatory minicamp in early June. The entire offseason program is voluntary, though many players have incentives in their contracts based on the percentage on time they partake in the program. And finally, we're just over a month away from the NBA draft. Will there be resolution between the Milwaukee Bucks and Giannis Antetokounmpo? For the Wisconsin Sports Zone Network, I'm Ebo.
Play it safe? Nah.
You gotta fight for your right.
We don't abide by your rules. Sometimes it's okay to get unruly. This is Over the Line from the Alpine Liquor Studio. Alpine Liquors, Dane County's largest independently owned liquor store. Proudly serving DeForest and beyond.
They're singing no Cubs, no. No Cubs, no. Hey, Chicago, what do you say? The L is flying high today. No Cubs, no. No Cubs, no. Hey, Chicago, what do you say? Some heads are gonna roll today.
Not once, not twice, but thrice. 3 times a lady. 3 times, that means a sweep. Fly the L. Fly the L. Fly the L. Your Milwaukee Brewers have swept the Chicago Cubs.
Keep turning up the heat. Milwaukee Brewers.
They are turning up the heat. Your first place Milwaukee Brewers.
Now we may be noisy, we may be loud, but we love
Sing it, RJ.
Brewers and
We're mighty proud. We clap our hands, stomp our feet. The taste of victory is so sweet. And we might as well do the trifecta.
Come see what's brewing. Come see what the good times are.
Let's see what your Brewers are
Come
doing.
see what the Brewers are doing. Come on and cheer a superstar.
Hey, oh.
Be a believer in Brewers fever. It's fun to join and to stomp your feet. Clap your hands. You're part of the team sitting in the stands.
5-0, your Brewers win. PCA. LOL. Is PCA.
They're starting to call him PC88 now.
PCA. Another just. It's not been a good week for PCA.
No.
Depending on, I guess, when you start your week. RJ and I were talking about this the other day. We started our week on Mondays. It's
Correct.
like a new week for me, but some say it's Sunday. So if you go back to Sunday, PCA started his week by having a Chicago White Sox fan give him some words of encouragement, and he responded with "S my effing D," and then that took off a whole firestorm of its own. And then RJ, what we had he couldn't get a ball in the outfield 2 nights ago, and then last night David Hamilton gets a little league home run because of PCA.
Rewards for a future trip.
Wait, hang on a second here.
Oh.
There's 2 things playing. We can't have that.
And a line drive back up the middle. That'll work. Frelick sets around third. The ball gets away from Crow Armstrong. That'll score Ortiz. Hamilton's on the move. Hamilton being waved. Still being waved. Here's the throw. Safe! David Hamilton with a Little League homer here at Wrigley.
PCA, LMFAO, he. That was funny. Let's see. I saw John Boy Media tweet this out, too. He said, tough couple of days for PCA.
Frelick drills that one out towards right center field, and PCA, oh my goodness, it's off his glove.
Ouch.
And Frelick into second.
Oh, then there's this one.
Line drive, base hit out into center field. And it gets under PCA. In to score is Frelick. Ortiz on his heels. Hamilton can absolutely fly. He's coming to the plate, and he's in.
And he's in.
That's the only time I've ever sung the praises of Hamilton, RJ. I'm not.
The Broadway play?
I've never seen it. So this Hamilton I'll sing for right here. David Hamilton. I haven't seen the Broadway play. I hear it's good. But is it as good as David Hamilton? Brewers, wow. Kyle Harrison struck out 11 in 7 dominant innings. David Hamilton, 3 hits, scored 2 runs. Brewers improved to 14-4 in its last 18 games. Oh, and by the way, Jake Bauers extended his hitting to a career-high 11 games. An RBI single in the 3rd. This is just all is feeling right in the world. Things seem like they're coming up roses, RJ. It feels
It does feel that way, doesn't
feels
it?
nice. Now again, it is April 21st.
It is?
I'm sorry, May 21st. Sorry. It is May 21st. It is May 21st. Excuse me, my months are a little off. It is May 21st. But we said this a couple of games into the regular season. We're going to overreact to each and every game. Grant Bills was talking about this too. And I remember before the Cubs series, I had asked Grant, and this has been bothering me for a while. I asked Grant, how important is this series against the Milwaukee Brewers, against the Chicago Cubs? And he's like, you know what? Before the All-Star break, it's May. He's like, it's not huge. But now that I look at it, it was the first series against the Cubs. Every game is huge.
Yeah. It's a divisional game.
Now this won't happen anymore, but go back to game 163 against the Chicago Cubs.
Yeah. Remember those days?
When you had to play an extra game, and it's very rare that it happens. It won't happen anymore because they have the tiebreaker stuff now. But every game truly indeed matters. So why not live and die by each and every game? By each and every game, man. Let's see here. Our guy Wisco Greaves on Twitch. Thank you, Boston Red Sox, for Kyle Harrison. The Sox fan boys thought he was no better than a number 8 starter for the Red Sox. You know, they got little dirty derbs, and I think they have some shortism against them, some kind of heightism. I had a couple of tweets here. The Brewers acquired pitchers Kyle Harrison, Shane Drowan, and infielder David Hamilton from the Red Sox in the Caleb Durbin trade. The trade, now the Cubs' worst nightmare. Harrison 4-1 with a 1.77 ERA, 11 Ks last night. Drowan 4-1 shutout innings for a win on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
And Hamilton 2-3 for an RBI. And what's little Derby boy doing? I'd have to go. I don't think much. Let's see here. Red Sox did win. Okay, let's see the box score here. Caleb Durbin, 1 at bat, and nothing happened. All right, there you go.
No, hey, well.
And the Derbs is batting one. Ooh.
Yeah, it's not good.
168 with 1 home run, 15 RBIs, and 24 hits. Again, we've talked about this the last couple of weeks, RJ. If you leave the Milwaukee Brewers organization, because Durbin was in Rookie of the Year running.
Yeah.
If you leave the Milwaukee Brewers organization, what happens to you? Like, look at the Mets. Peralta, David Stearns. I mean, look at Josh Hader. Whatever happened to him? Is he having a little resurgence? I don't even know. Like any of these guys, what happens to him? Something in the water or something in the beer here in Milwaukee. Feels good. Brewers have off, and now, guess what? Dodgers, American Family Field, starting tomorrow. Brewers did go 6-0 against them last year. I won't say anything about the playoffs, but they did go
best record in baseball.
6-0 against them last year.
Best record in baseball.
How about that?
How about that?
We celebrate today the sweep of the Chicago Cubs. Assert the dominance. Pat Murphy was talking about that. The Cubs don't know who any of our guys are, like the underdog mentality. I said that's the wrong way to go about it. You need to go, if you've seen the show, I know you haven't seen the Sergeant, it always blows my mind, but there's a point where near the end of the series, Walter White, a.k.a. Heisenberg, he's very much asserting his power, his dominance, that he is the man. And he's meeting with some cartel guys.
Okay.
And these cartel guys are trying to tell him what's up. And he looks at him straight in the face and he's like, you know who I am.
Oh.
He goes, say my name. And the drug cartel guy, he gets a little nervous. Heisenberg's just staring him down. He's, say my name. And the guy goes, you're Heisenberg. And Heisenberg goes, you're damn right. That's what the Brewers need to do to the Cubs. Not the whole Pat Murphy thing. Not the whole Pat Murphy thing that it's like, yeah, they don't know our guys. We're a bunch of underdogs. Pat Murphy needs to go look at Craig Counsell and go, say my name. Counsell goes, you're the Milwaukee Brewers. Pat Murphy goes, you're damn right. You're first place Milwaukee Brewers. 608-321-1670. Do it, line one.
Hey-o.
Mike?
Good morning.
Hey, Mike.
Yes.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, PCA's mind is so effed right now. That woman really got in his mind, screwed him up. It's even gotten so bad that PCA's mom is now referring to Billy Haywood as the better son and wants to move back to Minnesota, huh?
Oh, wow.
Same.
The better son.
The good son?
I mean, he did manage the Twins, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did. I said it yesterday, baby, David Hamilton, and I knew you were talking about the play when you said mentioned the Hamilton joke. I just didn't pay any attention because
I don't think you did. That's okay though. I think you went back and watched the stream and noticed. That's all right.
No, I did not. I caught it, but I don't really think about.
I said, Mike,
plays.
you don't. I said because you were talking how much you love David of Hamilton, and I said, Mike, you didn't strike me much as a Hamilton fan, but it's nice to hear you singing about it now.
Yeah, okay, I'll go with that.
I don't think you.
Hamilton has been great for us Wisconsin sports fans. And Harrison, I mean, the only negative about that trade was, I guess I don't care that much. Was it broke the hearts of Kate and her friends, but for us fans of the game and want the Brewers to win, it's been spectacular.
If you don't care about it, why is it the bad part of the
I
trade?
do care. Well, I'm not going to get all upset about it or nothing. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me at
Gotcha.
all. I'm not involved in their life or anything like that. So
Sure.
I care about people's feelings, but
Yeah, that's
Brewers are
it's
winning.
not coming out anymore.
Well, it doesn't seem like you care for PCA's feelings here. No.
Well, he plays for the well, whatever. No Cubs, no. The Cubs fans are like in panic mode. Some of the videos that came out last night, they're just freaking out. They thought they're all cool with their Green Bay sucks chants, and they all kept back and said, "All right, we're going to get a win, and then they get swept. Instant panic mode.
Hit the panic button.
No reason to freak out.
Oh,
Feels good. What else is going on, Mike? What's the haps?
Oh, nothing. Just heading to work, and then got a long Memorial Day weekend coming up.
Yeah, you going? Any parades, Mike?
No.
You gonna go
no
throw
parade
some
this
candy
year.
at any parades?
No candy this year.
Whoa.
I'm doing a different Memorial Day event, reading names at a Memorial Day ceremony in Portage.
Oh,
at their
wow.
Memorial names of the fallen. So
Yeah.
make sure you get out to your local communities, festival, events, parades. All your VFWs and American Legions, they all got stuff going on. Those ceremonies.
Yeah, I got to go out to my VFW on the north side there. Spend some dollars.
Yeah, get out there.
Good place.
So.
Good people.
Oh yeah. Well,
Bumblebee
you guys have a
tuna.
fantastic.
You too,
You
Mike.
have a fantastic
Mike,
Thursday.
you're a treasure and a treat. See you, Mike.
Well, you guys are too. See ya.
Yeah. Does Memorial Day week, does it not seem like it snuck up on us? Does it not seem
kind of does seem like it.
like early?
I'm with you.
I'm fine with it, don't get me wrong.
Well, it does seem early.
It seems early. That's okay.
And it's okay.
And that's okay. Line 2, good morning.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Scott.
Scotty.
I'm on cloud 9.
Fantastic.
How was your Taco Bell extravaganza yesterday?
It was good.
What'd you get?
Yeah, what'd you get?
Oh, I a $7. It's called a Lux Combo. It's a 7-layer burrito, chalupa, taco, cinnamon twist, and a soda.
Cinnamon twist. I haven't had those since I was like 15. Scott, what kind of chalupa? Supreme? What did we do?
It was chicken.
Well, yeah, I mean like
it comes in the box. It's just a chicken supreme.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
there
my
you
question.
go.
Was it
Chicken
Supreme? Yeah, awesome,
There you go.
great.
Before I run out of time here, you were talking about Memorial Day. My older brother, lives in Mount Horeb.
Yeah,
is one of the original members of the committee that put that Veterans Memorial up.
Yeah, right there when you're going kind of past Quick Trip.
My brother was on the committee.
Yeah.
To start that.
I drive by that every time I go to my my mom and my stepdad's condo, their house, Scott. It's a beautiful memorial. Well done.
Yeah. They said it took 3 years to even get that off the ground.
Yeah, well, time well spent. It looks great out there.
Yeah.
Well, good. We got big plans this weekend, Scott. By the way, I'll remind you again tomorrow, but we will be off on Monday. And rumor is I might be taking off Tuesday too, just to FYI.
Just to see what it does.
Just to FYI.
Well, I was definitely thinking Monday. I didn't know about Tuesday or not.
I have vacation days, Scott, that I'm entitled to use.
By the way,
I know you like to keep track of my vacation days.
Well, I didn't check this time, but thank you for telling me. Who did Little Deuce Coupe?
The
Beach Boys.
Yeah, Victim of Love.
Robert Palmer?
No.
No.
Addicted to Love.
Damn.
The Eagles.
Eagles, yep. Not the Bob Marley version, but I Shot the Sheriff. Very good. The original My Maria, not the country.
It was
B.W. Stevenson.
Yeah.
Yep.
Robert Palmer.
Who did Suzy Q?
GCR.
Yeah, Half Breed.
Jeffrey?
Half Breed.
Cher.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep. Take Me Home Tonight.
Money. Eddie. Currency.
Hold On Tight.
38 special, but don't let go.
That's
No.
hilariously.
Oh my gosh, what is going on today?
ELO.
Yeah, no, that's right. Wait a minute. You're asking me what's going on?
Marvin Gaye. Marvin Gaye. Gotcha. Got your ass. Marvin Gaye.
Evo, let's get back to what you said. You're asking me what's going on?
Marvin Gaye.
How can I know? I know what's going on. I don't.
He doesn't.
Scott, I never do either.
The Grand Illusion.
Six.
Dogs and Butterfly.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Heart.
What did you think it was?
No, he said that he's not going to say anything.
Evo, I didn't tell you couldn't talk.
No,
I realize that,
he
Scott.
found that out today. when
But
he
I've completely butchered two
when
of
he's
these
got
songs.
two
today.
wrong.
Evo, nobody's perfect.
Yeah, it's a good point, Scott.
Right?
I mean, we used to be, and then you just opened your mouth today.
Robert Palmer. What's the other one I said? 38 special. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Dude.
Well, I try to mix them up, and I feel bad when you feel bad about not doing it.
I don't feel bad, Scott. It's just
embarrassing.
It's a shock to the system. I need more. I got to refill my coffee during this commercial break.
By the way, what did your tech guy find out about the Gremlins and the signal?
Oh, he's dead. Has it been fixed? I don't know. He said he was on it. I don't know. I'm not sure. Scott, you got to admit that what I listen to is different than what you listen to. I'm plugged into the main line, dude. I'm plugged into the main line.
I believe it or not, I understand what you're talking about. You get the main feed out the transmitter,
yeah.
and then now I want to even say it goes out twice, doesn't it?
Scott, I'm plugged into the teat of it all. I'm like suckling off. This is mother's milk streaming from this. I get it right from the source. Everyone else gets it through some, couple other
illegal channels.
Yeah.
Translated, folks. He gets it right the first time, right?
Yep.
Yeah. It'd be like, yeah.
We never get it wrong.
Yeah.
Well, Scott.
Have a good day, guys. That's all I got. Love you guys.
Much love, Scotty. See you, buddy.
That was kind of embarrassing.
Really butchered two of those.
Mother's Milk, Butcher. Did somebody watch the...
I did not see this finale yet.
okay.
Did you?
I did.
What's the... Don't tell me anything, but...
It's good. I mean, you didn't like this season anyway, but...
Well, I didn't like it compared to the other seasons.
It's a good finale for what it was.
Zach Heilprin told me it was meh.
Yeah, it was a good finale for what it was.
Okay.
But okay.
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 I'm going to watch it today. But yeah, Zach said, I texted Zach, our sports director. I said, hey, did you watch the series finale of The Boys? So like 4 o'clock. He said, no, not yet. Neither. And I said, neither did I. And then 3 hours later, he texted me, just meh. 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 This was not the...
Do you not know what song What's Going On is now?
I thought it was a different song. This is the right one, right?
Yeah.
All right, Marvin, take us out. We'll be right back.
Talk to me so you can see what's going on. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Right now.
This is Over the Line.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration? I didn't mean to do that.
On the Wisconsin Sports Zone Radio Network.
Praise be to your Milwaukee Brewers. Things just feel right in the world. It's so good. When you look at the NL Central and you see the Brewers top of first place, the rightful position where they have been for many times in this golden age of Brewers baseball. And then you go look and Cubs are in third.
Yeah, saw that.
Cardinals second, Reds second to last, and Pirates last. I mean, that's
Dead last.
seems about right, you know? There was a time, RJ, when... Now, I'm a product of the 90s. I'm a 90s kid. RJ, you're a...
Yeah,
Well, I was born in 88, but I don't consider... I'm not an 80s kid. I'm a 90s kid.
Yeah, I was born in 84, so, I mean...
When I hear some people, oh, I'm a 90s kid, it's like, dude, you're born in 1999. You're not a 90s kid. You're
Get out of here.
You're a double O's kid. You're a 2000s kid.
Nobody likes you.
So as a Brewers fan, being a product of the 90s, you had a lot of trials and tribulations, right? You had a lot of, you had to go through it.
Yeah.
In fact, you had to go through it a lot.
Not a lot of good sports.
Even before that, you had to be going through it. But in the 90s, you're Milwaukee Brewers. People despise that 90s logo. I love it. To me, it's nostalgia. I love it. I think it's one of the best logos in all of baseball. I wish they'd bring it back. Well, they kind of did. They had that jersey giveaway last year.
They did.
I love this hat. And RJ and the president of our company bought this hat for me.
Yeah, we didn't know your size though.
Well, I don't even know my hat size.
Yeah, well,
it's a fitted hat.
It's not 7.
Yeah, it's not a 7. Let's see here. It doesn't.
Yeah, no.
It doesn't even. I can't even get it on. I don't know what size my head is, but we know it's not a 7.
We decided you had a smaller head than most.
Yeah, I thought I was a pinhead. But thankfully, I appreciate it. I keep it in the studio. I mean, does this fit you? There's no way.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I think this could fit maybe. Yeah. Yeah. You and I must have the same size head because that's how it fits me too.
Yeah, it's
a good looking hat though.
I mean, you could.
It's the M and the B.
That hurts.
Can I get a seamstress to fix that? I doubt it.
No, you'd have to have it be larger, and you could take it down. Otherwise, they.
I met this lady in Odana Road. I had to bring some pants in to get, and she worked wonders. Maybe I could take it in. No, but
see what she's got.
I mean, people hate that logo, and they hate 90s Brewers baseball. As a Brewers fan, growing up 90s and then into the early 2000s, my mantra in life was, I don't care if the Brewers win the NL Central. I don't care if the Brewers are on top. I just want them to be ahead of the Cubs. That was always my way of thinking. Brewers aren't going to be any good, but just as long as they finish above the Chicago Cubs, I'll be happy. That was it. That was my mantra. And now
that's what we're doing here.
And now, you got the World Series for the Cubs in 2016. You would hope eventually they would get when they got one of the bigger payrolls.
Yeah.
But now, this is the golden era of Brewers baseball. I think Steve from Monona had texted in yesterday about the Cubs around this time. Good morning, Steve. I see you texted in right now. What do you say? The L flag is looking a little tattered from whipping in the wind and from being up so long. But Steve had texted in yesterday about the difference between the Cubs and the Brewers. The Cubs try and solve their roster problems every year by throwing money at it. Throw money at it. That'll fix it. They think the more money they spend will solve all their problems.
Yes.
Whereas the Brewers, they feel that we know the Brewers aren't throwing around money.
No.
So whereas the Brewers fill their needs through calculating trades and the farm system that is the best in the major leagues. And that is the reason why the Brewers will always be the best team in the division and maybe just all of baseball. Yeah, you go and look into this for the season started, right? You had they didn't really make any moves. Like Luis Rengifo comes in, and you got the Caleb Durbin trade, right?
And everybody's like, we're doomed.
Yeah. The Brewers acquired Kyle Harrison, who was a phenomenal last night. Shane Drowan, great the other night. And David Hamilton last night was amazing, too. And the Durbs trade to the Red Sox. Caleb Durbin, who was really good for the Brewers last year. Now in Boston, he stinks.
Not great, Bob.
And the guys that came in are great. So we're in this little golden era right now where, again, the Cubs try to throw money at their problem. Doesn't work. Look at Craig Counsell and his managing. There needs to be a study. I should probably get the research department on this. We should all do this. Of everyone that has left the Milwaukee Brewers kind of in this golden age, who has been and done the best? It's got to be, I don't even know if it's a short list.
When are we starting the golden age?
What do you want to go back to? 2018?
Sure, okay.
Maybe? It's got to be a very, very, very short list. If anyone at all.
If any list at all.
608-321-1670. Line 1, good morning.
What's up?
C the D.
Hello?
Too early for that? No?
No?
Oh, wow. Sounds like C.
No?
I'm just...
No. Did it make you think for a second, though?
Oh, Greg and Appleton. It did.
I did.
I thought, and I was like...
There's no way? There's no way this is, right? Did you think that?
I thought there was no way, but I thought maybe I was hopeful because I know some things. I was hoping that maybe this individual was experiencing life outside of something,
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, too early.
I don't want to get into the details of it all, but I was at a second. I was like, I hope you're out.
I'm privy to that also. I'm privy to that information also.
Are we? Are we out?
I don't. No, I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I think we got a couple more days.
Is it days?
Huh?
Is it days?
Mike and Portage will know.
Yeah, I'll hit him up.
Okay.
I'll find out.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Greg and Appleton.
Greg and Outagamie by way of Belle Plaine. This lady has got PC ass shook.
Yeah, this lady has shook PCA to his core.
To his core.
Yep.
Like, who does that? That was routine. That was a routine. Did he win what is that called? The outfield, the Gold Glove or the Golden Apple or something. Did he win something last year?
I
don't know.
I have to look in. I can't remember.
I don't know. Yeah, me either. Yeah. Dude, what else? I forgot what I was going to say now.
On this White Sox woman though, that this has started the downfall of PCA. I love a woman with a little sass. I love a woman that's not.
He did win the Gold Glove.
Yeah, I love a woman that's not too prissy, like prim and proper. I like a woman that could be just a guy's girl, and I feel like that's what that woman is and was.
Like when you plug the toilet, and then your wife's doing her hair. You have to plunge the toilet while she's standing there. And she's just giving you crap for it. Pun intended.
Did she make a big stink about it?
She made a big stink about it. Yeah, called me all kinds of nasty things. And you just laugh.
That's funny.
Yeah. So I was listening to the. I gotta rotate another lane here. I was listening to the Cubs broadcast, and it's interesting. I'm not a big baseball guy, obviously, and they were saying they made a good point. Like teams, they were talking about the roster of the Brewers, how it was constructed, and they're like, we paid for speed. Like all the money is paid for big home run guys. We have all kinds of speed, and I was like, wow, 100% correct. We don't pay for home runs. We pay for speed, and that's how our roster is constructed.
Hot, nasty speed, baby.
Hot and nasty speed, and that's brilliant. Outside of the box.
If this player doesn't run below 55 miles per hour, the whole organization explodes. There's a pop quiz hot shot. There's a bomb in the organization. What do you do? What do you do?
Exactly. Hey, real quick.
Yeah.
You do that mushroom coffee, right? Jen was just talking about that last night.
I'm drinking it right now.
Are you? Like you got to stir it with a wooden spoon, and
I got the wooden spoon is currently in.
The wooden spoon
because if you don't stir it periodically, the mushroom residue kind of falls down to the bottom, and it gets all sludgy. So you got to continue to stir it.
Yes.
So, have you felt the benefits? Because she was running down the benefits.
Oh my gosh! Yes, dude. Yes. So I thought for a while because when I'm protein maxing at all times. So when you're protein maxing, sometimes you'll get bloat with that. You got to take a couple extra fiber pills too. So I felt like I was bloating in my lower, like my jowls, like my chin and stuff, and bloating in my lower stomach. And all the cardio and all the abs I was doing, it just didn't seem to really make a difference. And then I was looking into it. It was probably bloat. So I was doing this. It helps against bloating. And then I do a Tinchker. It's called Super Liver. It's this. I can see the details on that too. It's
you put it in the coffee?
No. I use that at night. It's like a it's like a droplet thing you put under your tongue, and that helps regulate your liver. And I have noticed the biggest difference in my jowls, chin, and my gut belly.
No shat. Send me that last one.
But speaking of shats, the mushroom coffee
makes
But when you first start drinking it the first week or two, you better be don't trust a fart. I'll tell you that.
That's the best feeling in the world right there, though. Hence why I fucked the toilet yesterday.
But yeah, it's great. It's a little expensive, but I enjoy it a lot. And keep in mind, the first ingredient is coffee. It's instant coffee. So it's just powder, and then you put hot water into it, and you mix it together. But
I think I'm going to give this.
It's
I'm gonna
5
give it a
different
shot.
mushrooms. It's RJ does it too.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
You say the same effects, RJ?
Yeah. So yeah, and I don't know if it's the placebo effect, but I think I sleep better.
Yeah, it's good, dude. They say
Yeah, Jen out of nowhere, she talked about that.
They said the
I'm like, oh,
benefits
you love
often sustain energy, reduce brain fog, improve digestion, and a better immune system support.
Nice.
Yeah, give it a try. And I am not sponsored by them. Give it a try.
No, you're not. No, I'll give it a whirl. Give it a little shot.
We love the shrooms around here.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Cheetah?
All right, buddy.
You're a hey.
Hey, yep, say it.
You are my friend.
Yes.
A ray of sunshine in my dark and dreary life. You are the rain to my desert.
Amazing.
Yes.
A treasure and a treat.
Yes. Thank you. I appreciate that, guys.
And
you guys have a wonderful, blessed morning. Be kind, okay? Be kind today.
We love you so much. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Oh boy, we love the shrooms around here.
We certainly do.
We love the shrooms around here. Mike says, where do you buy it? I just get it off. Jeff Bezos personally sends it to me. Jeff and I got a relationship like that. When he's not on his gigantic yacht, he's like, oh, looks like Ebo needs a refill of his coffee. Let me send this out quick. So he ships it my way. And I'll send you the super liver thing too. It's I enjoy it. It tastes good too. Well, for super correct. For super liver, it supports liver function and antioxidant activity, targets bloating, fatigue, and recovery strength. Helps maintain energy, metabolism, and immunity strength.
Okay.
There you go. It's also can be a little pricey, but you know, what do you do?
What are you gonna do?
All right, phone calls. Hang on, because we gotta take a break. We'll be right back.
Something else I don't understand, motivation tapes.
This is Over the Line.
Suddenly everybody needs to be motivated? It's a fairly simple thing.
Over the Line will resume in 30 seconds.
Well, no one told me about her, the way she lied. Well, no one told me about her, how many people cried.
All right, welcome back in.
But it's too late to say.
Accidentally played my outro song for the intro song.
There you go. That will happen.
How can I twist this into what I wanted to do? She's not there. She's not there. Aaron Rodgers' wife, not there at OTAs. Still unable to find out who she is.
Why would she be at OTAs?
It's a great question, actually. I never saw Olivia Munn there. I never saw Danica Patrick there. I never saw Shailene Woodley there.
Yeah, right.
Or I never saw Blue of Earth there.
Oh, no, yeah.
Remember Blue of Earth?
I do.
I kind of like that one. I'm still not over the Olivia Munn breakup. But I'm watching this new show, Your Friends and Neighbors. It's John Hamm.
Oh, yeah.
It's on Apple TV.
Yeah.
And he's been, Don Draper, Mad Men. He's a fluent rich guy. He loses his job, and then he's in like, not the Hamptons, but he's in like a similar
upscale community.
Yeah. And he just goes and starts robbing some of his neighbors and friends of their huge money items that they probably won't miss. And Olivia Munn's in it.
Oh.
And I'm just like, her role in it, I'm like, I get why Rodgers didn't want it. I get why he dumped your ass. I see it now. I understand. I get it. Yeah, but Aaron Rodgers, man, it is official. Soak it in, folks, whether you love him or you hate him. This is your final year. Rodgers did indeed say, this is it for him. Year 22, and after it's done, after it's over, no matter what happens,
we're done.
He's done.
Done.
Now, Aaron Rodgers, he's done some things kind of like Brett Favre. Not all of them, but some of them, i.e. just playing for the Jets and winning MVPs in a Super Bowl for the Packers. There's a lot of parallels. Some, not a lot. But Brett Favre, how many times did he retire and then unretire? I cried every time it happened. I shed a tear. I'm like, no. I was saying no, Favre. No.
Don't do this to me.
Why
is he doing this?
No, Brett Favre. Well, I do not believe Aaron. Well, you never know. Some people, it's hard to give up the limelight.
It's true. You never know.
Like, look at Tom Brady. Now he's a runway model wearing Gucci or Louis Vuitton. I don't even know what the hell he was wearing, but it's bizarre.
He's giving away Ninja grills to people.
Tommy is?
Yeah.
Ninja grill. The Ninja's got a grill?
Apparently, they got grills and flat tops.
Really?
Yeah.
The Ninja. So Aaron Rodgers did indeed. I'll play the audio. He did indeed say, "This is it." And what better way to go out than where it all began, with Big Mike McCarthy. Big Mike McCarthy. That, my friends. I'm getting emotional just thinking about it right now. A storybook, potentially. Storybook ending. Reality would probably say not, but...
No.
But Aaron Rodgers, one last ride. Big Mike McCarthy. Hard not to get emotional. Can they recapture the magic of 2010, 2011?
You'd like to think so.
You would. It's nice to see those two getting together and embracing and smiling and laughing. I love Big Mike. I love Aaron Rodgers. My GOAT. See, I struggle with this too because I don't know who my personal GOAT is. Is it Brett Favre or is it Aaron Rodgers? Brett Favre was my childhood, and into early adulthood,
Yeah.
and then it was Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
I mean, Brett Favre has done more scandalous things off the field. I don't know what scandalous things Rodgers has really done, besides just share his opinion.
His family? I don't know.
Well, you know. There's a bunch of people that are, a bunch of people that have family. Well, that's it. Year 22 of the final last year for Aaron Rodgers.
Fare thee well.
I'll come right back. We go.
For all we know, just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us. Just the two of us. Building them castles in the sky, just the two of us. You and I.
This is Over the Line.
I want you to be nice until it's time to not be nice.
On the Wisconsin Sports Zone Radio Network.
Over the Line will resume in 3 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 2 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 1 minute. Over the Line will resume in 30 seconds.
Well, RJ, I hate to see you go, but I would love to watch you leave, bud.
Oh, yeah. Got some labs to go
RJ's
do.
got to peace out a little early here. Got to make sure he's still full-on superhuman. All right, RJ, just because we talk about it from time to time, final say here before you're gone. The show The Boys, the series finale, was yesterday.
It was good for what it was.
Good for what it was.
Yeah.
Wasn't up there with like a... Wasn't as bad like a Seinfeld finale, was it? Or trying to think of bad finales. Dexter finale.
I'd put it above the Seinfeld and the Dexter.
I'd say one of the best finales. Breaking Bad. I know you haven't seen it, which is crazy, but Breaking Bad, one of the best finales. Sopranos ends in a WTF moment.
It just upset people.
Yeah. Let's see other bad. Game of Thrones had literally. Game of Thrones was the greatest show ever, and the final 2 episodes make you just
hate it.
You're like, what?
I wouldn't say it does that, so that's good.
Okay. That's good. Trying to think of other bad finales.
Yeah, I'd say it's a good finale.
Okay. I want to watch it today. I was going to watch it yesterday, and then the wife and I were doing a little spring cleaning.
Yeah.
We're getting ready for a big Memorial Day weekend of remodeling in the house, doing a little painting, a little trim.
Oh, that's right. You got your
maybe a little yard work.
Sprayer.
I got the paint sprayer.
Up
Getting
at the
quotes for a
garage sale.
patio.
Yeah.
Getting quotes for a patio.
Oh, a patio.
To get people out, it's like pulling teeth. All I want to do is give you money to make a patio in my backyard.
Yeah.
It's crazy. All right, RJ. We love you, brother.
We'll see ya.
Hey, fly the L.
Fly the L.
Fly the L.
PCAA.
Come right back.
This is a Wisconsin Sports Zone update.
Well, that's a sweep for the Milwaukee Brewers as they would defeat the Chicago Cubs last night 5-0. Starting pitcher Kyle Harrison struck out 11 in 7 dominant innings, while offensively David Hamilton had 3 hits, scored 2 runs, and Jake Bauers extended his hitting streak to a career-high 11 games with an RBI single in the third. To see the Brewers improve to 29-18 on the year, 1.5 games above the Cubs now for first place in the NL Central. Here's more from manager Pat Murphy.
But I'm happy for the guys. I've said it all year. I trust these guys. They have high expectations of themselves, and we have high standards. So hopefully a weekend like this gives them some confidence.
That concludes a 5-1 road trip for the Milwaukee Brewers, who now sit 11 games above 500. The Brewers will now have today off before returning to American Family Field and will host the Dodgers for a weekend series.
For nearly 40 years, ABC Wisconsin Apprenticeship has been helping men and women transform themselves into highly skilled trade professionals. These skills are in demand and provide strong wages and benefits for a bright future. If you're a hands-on person who likes the feeling when you get projects done, apprenticeship could be for you. Go to buildyourcareerwi.org or just search online for ABC of Wisconsin.
The Packers are closing in on the end of Phase 2 of their offseason program. Phase 3 will get going next week with the team on the field for OTAs outside of one mandatory minicamp in early June. The entire offseason program is voluntary, though many players have incentives in their contracts based on the percentage on time they partake in the program. And finally, we're just over a month away from the NBA draft. Will there be resolution between the Milwaukee Bucks and Giannis Antetokounmpo? For the Wisconsin Sports Zone Network, I'm Ebo.
Play it safe? Nah.
You gotta fight for your right.
We don't abide by your rules. Sometimes it's okay to get unruly. This is Over the Line from the Alpine Liquor Studio. Alpine Liquors, Dane County's largest independently owned liquor store. Proudly serving DeForest and beyond.
Rising up. The flagpole. A giant white flag with an L on it. Not once, not twice, but thrice, baby. Fly the L, Chicago. Brewers sweep. Huh. Ugh. Just a man, Pat Murphy and his team, the Brewers, with a will to survive. It's lifeblood. It's mother's milk. Love it. It's the eye of the Milwaukee Brewers, baby. It's the pancake in the pocket. It's the quesadilla in the hoodie sleeve. It's the discarded pizzas at hotels for away games. It's your Milwaukee Brewers. It's the beer for Bernie. Your first place Milwaukee Brewers. How can you not be passionate? Top of the NL Central. 11 games over 500. 29-18. Yeah, the rivals, the Chicago Cubs. Punked. Speaking of punks, PCA, LOL. I gotta say, man, that White Sox fan on Sunday must have broke something in PCA's brain. PCA misses a ball in the outfield. Would have been a tough catch. That White Sox fan says, "Hey, PCA, you effing suck." Little words of encouragement from the South Side. PCA looked back, and he said, "Yeah? You effing S my D." And the woman, she says, "Yeah? Yeah? Yeah." Basically saying, present them. And ever since then, PCA has been on the downward spiral. PCA. PCAA. Not a good Sunday, not a good Tuesday, not a good Wednesday for PCA. What's the opposite eye of the tiger? That's what PCA has. PCA on Tuesday.
Frelick drills that one out towards right center field, and PCA, oh my goodness, it's off his glove.
Oops.
And Frelick into second.
Oopsies. And then here's PCA yesterday.
Line drive, base hit out into center field, and it gets under PCA. In to score is Frelick.
Oopsies.
On his heels. Hamilton can absolutely fly. He's coming to the plate, and he's in.
Oopsies.
What on earth is going on?
Thank you. What on earth is going on? Well, that would just be PCA embarrassing himself on a daily basis. PCA. PCAA. PCLOL. 608-321-1670. David Hamilton, man. Wheels. Speed. Built different. Hey, David Hamilton. There's a bomb. There's a bomb in your pants. If you go below 55 miles per hour, it blows up. What do you do? What do you do? Well, I get a Little League home run. I'm sprinting like Usain Bolt out there to get in. What a game. What a series. Brewers imposing will. First place. NL Central sweeping the Cubs. It's amazing. It's beautiful. I love it. Pat Murphy was talking about David Harrison. Says deserves most of the credit for the 5-0 win yesterday. Here's Murph.
I mean, Hamilton was the story of our offense today. 2 line drives and a ball that was into the wind, almost went out of the yard in the corner for quality at bats. And Ortiz had a big game. Those guys don't get enough credit. Those 2 guys at the bottom were great. And of course, the pitching and the job William did behind the plate.
Dude, are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Pat Murphy also talking about, his players obviously deserve the credit for 3 wins in a row. That's a sweep against the Cubs.
But I'm happy for the guys. I've said it all year. I trust these guys. They have high expectations of themselves, and we have high standards. So hopefully a weekend like this gives them some confidence.
Dude. And speaking of this, has Matt Arnold not absolutely fleeced the Boston Red Sox? The Brewers got Kyle Harrison, Shane Drowan, and David Hamilton for little Derbs. Caleb Durbin, the little Derbster. And that trade yesterday, Harrison 4-1 with a 1.77 ERA, 11 strikeouts last night. Boom. Drowan, 4.1 shutout innings for a win on Monday. And Hamilton, 2 of 3 RBI last night. And look at that speed, dude. Hot, nasty speed. It's hard not to get romantic right now. It's hard not to get fired up. Borderline erotic, if you will. Let's see here. I have another one from Pat Murphy I wanted to play quick. Oh, here we go. PCA. Pat Murphy was asked, what was your reaction when you saw David Hamilton hit to center field in that muff by PCAA?
I said he's going to score. The minute I got by him, I said he's going to score. And yeah, he's got exceptional speed. I'm just happy the way he hit the ball tonight.
Yeah. By the way, Cubs 0-4 since PCA told that woman in the stands. That's just an innocent woman who's enjoying herself in a bachelorette party, giving words of encouragement to PCA, trying to inspire him. Cubs 0-4 since PCA. Look this dear sweet woman in the eyes, and just the vulgarity out of his mouth. Oh, won't someone please think of the children? S my F and D. Despicable, just despicable. Sickening. 608-321-1670. Brewers off today. Dodgers tomorrow. American Family Field. Line 2. Good morning.
Yay, Kumite.
Are you prepared for Kumite? Eric, did you take me up on the offer? Did you get Tubi, a free service with Bloodsport on it for free and check it out? I don't think you have, but maybe one of these days.
Just a little bit too busy, but
That's fine. That's fine.
Setting up the secret summer lair, and TV out there can get to be pretty thin. So I might just, and of course I have my technical expert, Mrs. I-90 with, so she'll be able to find something on the TV. All right.
Now, is it a dumb TV or a smart TV? Is it a dumb TV or a smart TV?
I think it's a smart TV. It's a smart TV.
Do you have Wi-Fi out there?
So we do not have Wi-Fi.
Then do you have like a Chromecast or a Fire Stick or something or a?
We got one of those, and then we'll feed off the phone. I call it.
Yeah, so
we'll set up the feed off the phone.
Tubi, Tubi, free app. It's free. Now, obviously, nothing in life is free. There are commercials you have to watch through, but that's fine. Bloodsport.
Brainwashing.
Bloodsport, where Kumite. It's all about Kumite. I would suggest you download Tubi, free app. Just have to watch commercials and watch Bloodsport. Jean-Claude Van Damme at his finest.
I was sitting in a secret lair on a Saturday morning. It was raining. That's exactly what I'm going to do. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to feed her through the phone and do a lot of things with the phone, don't we? Yeah, sure.
I mean, what don't you do with the phone anymore? When's the last time you took a number 2 without your phone, you know?
It's kind of part of the deal now. I mean, if you could make it so it was like toilet paper too, and I mean, I had a small toilet paper dispenser on it, you could really go places with that.
Yeah, yeah.
In more ways than one. But all that said, I heard you're going to get a paint sprayer. You got a paint sprayer?
Well, Eric, I was in your beautiful neck of the woods. I was in Holman, Wisconsin last weekend. There were some garage sales going on. And my nieces, I think I told you this, they wanted to find stuffies, which is stuffed animals. And we were at this one garage sale, and they had a lot of stuffies there. But on the other side of the garage sale, brand new in box, this paint sprayer. I looked it up. It was $120 brand new. So I looked at it. It was $20. Never been used. And I said, hey, I'll gladly, I'd love to give you $20 for this. They're like, yeah, we just got it. I think they said it as a gift and never used it and then forgot to return it, blah, blah, blah. So I got a paint sprayer for $20. Initially $120 new. And it was new.
Never been used.
Never been used once.
Yeah. Well, there's a reason for that. But I'm going to tell you, I had a paint. I went that paint sprayer route. This is back in the 1900s, late 1900s.
Okay.
And I was painting a stucco house. Stucco house, I don't know if you're familiar with stucco.
Oh, of course.
Raw stucco, though.
Oh, yeah.
Unpainted stucco.
Yeah.
It's like lava rock, okay?
Yeah. Oh, I know.
It takes 3 times as much paint
Yeah.
as, say, a piece of plywood,
Mm-hmm.
a prime piece of plywood. And I got one of those, I'll say it, Wagner power sprayers, because we were going to go to town, all right? And I loaded that thing up and started to spray, and it was like pissing on a forest fire, the amount of paint I needed. And what was coming out the end of that sprayer. And I had to thin it down, because I just poured it straight in that cup.
Sure.
And it kind of makes a noise like a pa-kang, a pa-kang, a pa-kang.
Sure, yeah.
A pa-kang. And it just kind of, it was bad. It was like peeing with, a prostate problem. It just didn't cut it.
Yeah, maybe you got a little stage fright
out the window.
You're out like the public bathroom, and there's like not the barriers. Maybe you're a trough. Some people get a little stage fright, and it's hard. It's like that kind of. A little drizzle here, a little drizzle there.
It's just pushing out as much as it possibly can.
Yeah, it's giving her hell, but it's not doing well. Yeah,
it's not enough.
Yeah,
you're giving it all you can. But I hope you have fun with that. Please videotape that and let us know how that goes.
I got to do a little painting,
better luck.
replacing some trim, doing a little grout work, a little landscaping. The wife wanted to go on vacation. A long weekend for Memorial Day weekend, look at all kinds of places. She just could never pull the trigger. And then all of a sudden she looked at me, she goes, honey, I just want to stay home and remodel. So,
bingo.
Okay. Whatever
she
you
doesn't
need.
have a bunch of pallets she wants to stack up into something that pallets shouldn't be made into.
But we'll have fun.
That's always the classic.
The trick is,
right?
While you're doing housework and the honey-do list is you party while you're doing it. Like a little, you paint a little bit here, drink a little bit there, paint a little bit here, drink a little bit there. Then all of a sudden, if you don't tape, which I hate taping, all of a sudden you're like, oh, my painting lines are a little off here.
They are. They will be. I tape.
A true painter doesn't need to tape though, Eric.
It's so true, but the thing is that if you just tape, the painting becomes so liberal at that point. I mean, you can just let her rip. And
I find myself near the end of a project if I don't tape. I give myself a little too much liberty of freehanding, and all of a sudden, like, ooh. And then I tell myself, I'll touch that up later, and then I never do. You know what I'm saying?
gotta have the right mindset to do that. You gotta take like they used to take compose back in the day, because you really gotta have a steady hand.
Yeah.
There's things today that you can take that you can actually paint without tape, but it focuses you in on what you're doing. So, well, good luck.
Thank you. I'm going to need it.
Good luck with all that.
I'm going to need it.
Hopefully the Brewers just keep winning.
Yeah.
All right, we're winning so much. We're not used to winning this much, and we're winning now.
Well, I mean, last year they won 97 games, the most in the franchise history, most in the majors. So we're kind of used to the winning thing.
Yeah, I guess so. But, I mean, it was almost true. So I mean, we can run with that.
Yeah.
And
We can run with that.
call our head.
Yeah.
But that's for the hard deck. There is an audience out. It's just not you and me shooting the crap. So let's.
Hey, I'll leave you with this sports related. Aaron Rodgers said this year indeed is his final year. He's stepping away, retiring after year 22. It's this final ride. As a Vikings fan, Eric, who has seen Aaron Rodgers dominate your team for quite some time, sad to see him go. Happy to see him go. Are you going to cherish this season? What are you going to do with Big Mike and the Steelers fronted by Aaron Rodgers?
Well, it's an end of an era, right? I mean, those two boys are going to go down together, and I mean, I'm not saying that McCarthy's going to go down, but
no,
and Rodgers is not going to go down. If they do this right, it can be a great story. You know, It really could. But you know, they could screw this up too. But no, Aaron Rodgers, I can't deny it. I hate him with a passion as far as being a football player. Just too many brutal beatings, and I'm gonna be sad and glad. Sad and glad because he was, and there was a period of time he was just the best quarterback playing.
Yeah.
Didn't win what he needed to, but he's still the best quarterback.
Yeah.
But
Well, Eric,
I don't know all time yet. I mean, J.J. McCarthy's in the mix now, so we're gonna see what happens.
Yeah, good luck with that. Maybe his alter ego will step up. What was that?
And
9? Was that his alter ego? 9?
Oh boy, he was just somebody should have. Is there zero investigation department with the Minnesota Vikings investigating? I mean, I would look into maybe. Let's take a look at some. There's got to be something there. I mean, was that a surprise? Was that a surprise? Because if I would have met somebody and said, this guy's really great, and then I sat down with him, and all of a sudden you're like, what are you talking about? You're what? You're what? Would you just be like, who didn't know about this? For ball's sake. I mean, I suppose there's some people that, you know, I could go apply for a job somewhere, and they don't know that I'm Eric on I-90, you know?
Yeah.
So I guess you can have alter. Am I any weirder? I don't know.
I don't know.
Not walking around with a look of a cat that just smelled something terrible.
Well, I'll go with this. I had a great time. I was talking to a guy, like, we've been kind of buddies at the gym or whatever. He's a totally nice guy. Consider him like a more than an acquaintance, but, you know, not a friend. And he was going on and on how he can't stand. He's like, I just can't stand this one guy in there. I can't stand this one show, yada, yada, yada. And after a little talking about it, he was talking about me. he didn't know. And then he's like, yeah, you know, nothing too serious, nothing too bad. Just wasn't his cup of tea. I'm like, oh, interesting. I'm like, that sounds like kind of a cool show, actually. So yeah, I just can't. It's annoying. I can't listen to it. But we're like almost friends. I just didn't have the heart to say anything. You know.
Oh, I can't stand that guy. Oh, God. They just talk about nonsense.
And I'm like, well, I never told him, but I see him all the time. Nice guy. We always have good conversations.
Yeah, right. Everybody's just got their different flavors that they like, and this is a flavor that some people don't like.
And who am I? I'm not. Who am I to yuck his yum? You know, Eric.
Right.
All right.
I used to have a boss that would use that technique, though. It's talk about you to you, okay? And you know, there's somebody doing something wrong, and you know you're the one doing it wrong. And then he'll talk to you like there's somebody that's doing it.
Yeah, I've had those too before with my boss.
Stop.
I'm like, I'm pretty sure he's talking about me, but he hasn't named me. Eric?
Right. Yeah, let's get out of here. That's our deck.
You're a treasure and a treat, Eric. We love you, buddy.
Cool. Love you too.
See
Have a good
ya.
day.
Bye. Brewers. You know, got the yin and the yang for me. Brewers sweeping the Cubs, the L's flying. It feels so good. than emotion yesterday seeing Rogers. This is it for me, man. This is it. One last ride. Year 22. Man. I'm going to savor this year. 608-321-1670. We'll take a little break here. Stick around.
This is Over the Line.
It's also illegal. It's not illegal. It's frowned upon.
On the Wisconsin Sports Zone Radio Network.
Over the Line will resume in 3 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 2 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 1 minute. Over the Line will resume in 30 seconds.
Happy Thursday. Closer and closer to Memorial Day weekend. Feels early. And we'll take it though. Take it though. Hell yeah. Get the grill out, get it rocking, baby. I just picked up 4 ribeyes. Ready to get out my Blackstone. I call him Kevin. My grill Kevin. Just get it going, baby. Nothing hits better than grilling outside. Your choice libation. Sun out. Birds chirping. The sizzle of the grill. A little Brewers on the radio or TV. Feels good. Feels good. 608-321-1670. Line 1, good morning. Who do we got? Line 1? Going once, going twice. Gone. Line 2. Good morning, line 2.
Yo!
Kinger. What's up, baby?
Hey, well, I mean, Memorial Day is the earliest it possibly can be because of it's always the last Monday in May, and
the
earliest it can be is the 25th. So I mean, your hunch is correct. It does feel early because it is.
Yeah. We'll take it though. What are you gonna do?
So,
what are you gonna do?
Well, just
sit back and enjoy it. That's what
enjoy
you're gonna
that.
do.
Yeah, right. Well, I do have that day off too, and unfortunately, for me, my kids, it's the last day of school here in Shawano. So
then what?
Summer vacation. 3 months of
You gotta get them. Here's what you gotta do:
busy.
Mowing the yard, cutting wood, vacuuming, dishes, whatever chores you can think of.
Oh, there'll be that. Plus, gotta keep their mind sharp. Can't be just sitting in front of that boob tube watching bunch of yahoos making silly videos and then just having them drool like the government wants you to.
How old are your
have them
kids?
do. 9 and 7. Yeah.
Perfect
9 and
time to
7.
start watching The Simpsons. Get them in on seasons 2 to about 8.
For some reason, my son, he's obsessed with the episode where Michael Jackson guest stars.
When Homer's in the insane asylum?
Yes. And he really wants to watch it. But unfortunately, it's not on any streaming services because they yanked that episode off.
I have them all on Prime. It's still there for me.
Okay. Well, I have the DVD set.
Yep, even better.
For season 3, episode 1. So
you know what? I'm not the one up you here, but one time I thought it was, and then this was back in VCRs and overdubbing. I thought I found a blank. I thought I found a blank VHS tape. So I was dubbing every Simpsons episode I could, and that's on one of the VHS tapes. And you know what I dubbed over? Didn't realize it. I thought it was blank. My mom and my stepdad's wedding. Oopsies. Sorry.
Oops.
Was that my bad? Did I do that? Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, who hasn't done such things, you know? Shouldn't leave tapes unmarked.
That's why they got a photographer there. They got pictures.
Right? And it's not like, it could have been something a little worse you could have discovered.
Yeah. My bad, dude. Anyways, kid. Anyways, King. What's happening?
Yeah, but the Brewers, baby, cleaning up Chicago.
Mm.
Yeah. First they swept the White Sox, first series of the season, and then they take care of the Scrubbies, the Scubs, Cubs, whatever you want to call them.
Scrubs.
I mean, granted, I highly doubt that they'll, blank them this season. Go 12-0?
They blanked the Dodgers last year. Brewers did. Why not?
Yeah, well, I
the
mean,
Cubs?
it's a little easy to do that than 2 different 3-game series than
true.
4 or 5, 3. But
true.
Never say never.
Never say never.
So, and that Hamilton, I mean, besides seeing him on a $10 bill, he sure got speed.
Yeah. Yes, he does.
And because when PCA, he's just a laughing stock right now. I mean, he's just like the Dorn from Major League. He has to, between the legs. You can't just run up there and avoid the ball.
Don't give me any of that Olay BS, Dorn.
So that was, incredible. I mean, I think I mentioned yesterday too. Woods from the Nationals, he hit inside the park grand slam, and then Hamilton, he got a 3-run inside the Parker.
Yep.
So
love it.
But Prince Fielder, he still has 2 inside the park home runs. So they'll catching up to do.
Which boggles the mind of just how portly of a fella he is.
Yeah, and Brewers having a nice day to sit back, relax, and then get ready for the Doyers. So it's going to be a fun weekend. Hopefully they can keep that regular season win streak going against them.
Yeah.
And then they got the Cards starting Memorial Day. So
Kinger, I'll leave you with this. I'm trying to think of, besides Simpsons for your kids this summer, I remember being a young lad and watching the likes of like Terminator, Commando, Predator, Rambo, Die Hard. Those were all movies that molded me as a young child that my dad was like, yeah, you can watch these. Give those to your kids too. I think that will treat them right.
I don't know about this year. We'll see how the summer rolls on, but I'm sure it'll happen.
Yeah, all right.
Mold them right, because I mean we all know AI. It's already here. So if I don't show them Terminator 2, it's a lost cause. So
yeah.
Kinger, this is the future.
Yeah, the future's now, old man. Kinger, we love you, buddy.
Yeah.
You're a treasure and a treat.
Yeah. Thank you. You too. Adios, muchacho.
See you, buddy. Line 2, good morning.
Sleep the leg, Johnny. Sleep the leg.
Get him a body bag, Corey.
I was on line 1, and the Gremlins cut me off.
Those damn Gremlins, dude, I'm telling you.
So that was me, the going, gone. So
no worries. No worries.
That's the way it goes sometimes.
That's what I figured. Like, someone's on hold, and then all of a sudden, the Gremlins,
gone.
Such is life.
They got some ribeyes on tap for the weekend. It sounds like a pretty spectacular deal. There's a little ones from the neighbor that was moving. They said, here's 50 pounds of meat.
So I got some T-bones from that, some ground beef. I got some flank steak. I got some, I think, a chuck roast. And then the ribeyes, I went out and found them myself. So there was some on special at Hy-Vee. And then there was the manager's special, Corey. The manager's special. They got to move that meat a little quicker. 2 beautiful ribeyes that were like $26 a pound, but they were on. So I got them. I think one was $14 and the other one was $15. Oh, they're just beautiful cuts of meat.
What are we having for sides then? Is this like a Saturday, like a full blown?
The side will be we'll do a little salad, and then we'll do a baked potato. I've been rocking sweet potatoes a lot lately. So yeah.
My wife loves roast, to get off topic here, but it's Thursday, so we really like roasting cut up 2 big sweet potatoes. I'm the one that does all the chopping.
Yeah.
And you cook those in the oven and put a couple eggs over those.
Oh, that's
perfect for lunch.
It's flavor country.
It's a great lunch.
Flavor country.
And she's been making this like peanut butter, like Thai peanut sauce now with the ground peanut butter from Willie Street. She found the recipe for it.
Good woman.
Talk about flavor country, a little goat cheese on top of that.
All you need, and I stress this to everyone, like, Simple,
nutrition-packed lunch.
simple,
Yep.
but good ingredients. You don't need to be churching anything up. Simple, but good ingredients. Oof, that goes a long way.
Done well.
Yep.
And it's yeah. So anyhow, that's my that's the new obsession here.
Yeah,
So,
love it.
but yeah, it's great seeing the sweep last night and little PCA with his little arms. I guess that lady from the White Sox really got into his head. So thank you, random White Sox lady, for doing so. Yep. Let's give her a round of applause.
We love her.
Thank you.
Thank you, lady.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And boy, I'll tell you what, I was talking to my friend out in Wyoming, and I was like, the Brewers really freaking fleeced the Red Sox. I know you talked about this, but holy crap, like they pantsed them. They sent them off stubby little Durbin, and you got back like a frontline starting pitcher, a long middle reliever, and I mean Hamilton was kind of like the throwing piece. That dude ran from first to home in 10 seconds last night.
Crazy.
And it's picking them up and putting them down. That's like Yelich type speed, where it's just like cooking around the bases. All, and that was a great thing to see, and that's really all I got for you. Oh, going to the game on Monday, decided on a whim, going to go with the father-in-law, because when they said the Miz is pitching, it's like, this is appointment viewing. So
It's must see.
tickets were still available, and why not? It's a Monday afternoon, and
Love it.
nothing else to do, and it's nice weather. So yeah, well,
Awesome.
probably
man.
talk to you tomorrow. But,
Yeah, totally.
make
Enjoy
those
it, bro.
highlights today.
Enjoy it. You the man, Corey.
You the man. Have a good day, Beef.
See ya. So, see ya. Line one, good morning.
Well, things ain't always what they seem, so wake up, Bebo. It's Mad Max, the Tunnels Under AC.
Mad Max, what's up, brother? What's going on? Doesn't life just feel a little better today with a sweep of the Cubs?
It does, and I actually was there last night. I did decide to.
The Gremlins! No! Big Cubs cut you off, Mad Max. Line 2, good morning.
Oh man, that's how I get in. That's maybe I'm just the second cut here. That's okay.
The Gremlins got Mad Max. The Big Cubs cut him off.
Did you guys see that video? I think it was yesterday with Jeff Bezos. He's now looking like he's one of those guys back in the motherland of Italy, just sitting there collecting all of his mafia money. He's aged about 30 years in the last week.
Well, he's probably on some gear. That'll age you quick. If you get like, he's yoked now. He's like super jacked. That'll age you quick too. How old is he anyways?
Well,
though?
no, I mean he's starting to just show his age. I mean, it was right after that wedding. I think he just spent a couple $1 million to get looking good for that wedding. And
Oh, gotcha. I have not seen it. I'll have to go search it out, Diener.
Well, his point was he was talking about AI, and he was saying AI is not going to replace everybody. It's just going to replace those who don't use AI. And so it was sort of like you get the ribbon or you get the tattoo. Like those who have the AI are in, and if you do not have it, you are just expendable. It was dystopian to me. But
yeah. Diener,
I read between the lines.
How are we feeling about the Brewers, though, bro? Feeling good. Hey, Chad Patrick coming out of the pen. Chad Patrick in HD the other night, dude.
They summarized the game yesterday on air, and they said Chad Patrick closed the door, and then, oh, yeah, Abner Uribe closed it out. I was like, oh, yeah, he had the stress inning. Abner Uribe is too much of a head case to come in with bases loaded, and was it 2 outs?
Yeah. Chad Patrick closed the door. Uribe just locked it. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, it's one of those things you were expecting the big strikeout, the screaming, the jumping. It was just a grounder to second. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Got her platinum glove over there.
Yeah.
Chad Patrick, just play to your defense and lob it up there.
There you go. Beautiful. Thing of beauty, Diener.
Oh, man. I'm glad the Gremlins got that guy so I could get in here. This was wonderful.
Well, Diener, you are our treasure and a treat. We love you so much, my man.
Hey, somebody someday is going to make this thing Mega AI or something like that, where it's MAI. If you spell that backwards, it's I am. It's the Antichrist. It's coming.
Dean, I love you, buddy. It's coming. It's coming. See you, bud. Mad Max, are you back?
Yep, I'm back. They got me.
Yeah, the cabal cut you off, I think.
Yep, they did. I was trying to silence me, but I gotta persevere nonetheless.
That's right.
Yep.
What's on your mind,
but yeah,
brother?
so I was at the game last night, and decided with a friend to go down, kind of on a whim, 24 hours before, and oh man, I'm so glad I was there for that. I'm so glad I was there to see that see that Little League home run. So normally I'm pretty well behaved and and reserved at away games, but like when that ball got by PCA, it's just like a beast awoken in me, and I just lost my mind. I was just going nuts. I was yelling, I was taunting. I started a PCA. I started chanting PCA, and I high-fived like 3 different groups of Brewers fans around me. Oh man, that was fun.
A beast has woken inside me.
Yep.
I love that.
Yeah, I just could not believe I saw that. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. There were some, the Green Bay Sucks chants didn't start until the 9th inning because we all started on the lower deck. We all were chanting "Let's go Brewers" for the last couple outs, and then they countered with Green Bay Sucks.
Yeah,
so that was pretty fun.
Well, I'm glad you got to go down there, man, and experience it. What a time to be alive.
It sure is. It's just you got to do things like that to distract yourselves from AI and Epstein-less, and just the fact that society around us is really about to crumble. I mean,
you can't let it bog you down. You got to keep on keeping on, baby. You got life's a garden. You got to dig it.
Yep. Exactly. And I was at one of my I was at my Bible study on Monday night, my monthly Bible study with one of my church groups. We were talking about something, and it was just about how we all have temporal issues, and we all let our temporal issues bog down us. And one of the discussion questions was, how do you not let your temporal issues, keep you down? And I just said right away, it's like you got to put the phone down. You just got to stop doom scrolling.
Yeah.
And just like we know, and just like we know that there's an evil cabal that runs the world and just does their evil deeds. But if you focus on nothing but that, you're going to be miserable, and I think that's what they want you to be.
Mad Max, I couldn't have said it better myself. You're the man, brother. We love you, all right?
Yep, thanks, Evo.
Treasure and a treat. Mad Max from the tunnels under Racine. Sorry, I just got to hit I'm so late for the long break. Beyond woefully late. But Mad Max, yes. Yes, brother. Speaking of that, we'll take a little break here. Be right back.
This is Over the Line.
It's also illegal.
It's not illegal. It's frowned upon.
On the Wisconsin Sports Zone Radio Network.
Over the Line will resume in 5 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 4 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 3 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 2 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 1 minute. Over the Line will resume in 30 seconds.
Just a little quickie right here before breaking the news of the weird. Rob Reichel joining us today, 8:20. Talk some Packers with Robbie. I've got to bring up Rodgers. A notorious Rodgers hater. He even wrote a book about him back in the day, too. I'm like, Rob, come on. 9 o'clock, the boys from Bratfest going to be in. Tim Metcalf, Michael Alexander talking about the amazing free multi-day concert festival, all the brats. Brats aren't free, but the event is free. 9:30, Nick Olson talking some Wisconsin. All right, 608-321-1670. Let's see here. A couple things really quick. PCA does talk about his past couple of days of being not the greatest, to be kind. And how about this? I'll leave you with a little stat. The only starting pitcher duo in Major League Baseball where both pitchers have an ERA below 2, minimum of 4 innings pitched. It'd be Jacob Mizorowski and Kyle Harrison. How about that? Kyle Harrison, Jacob Mizorowski. 1.77 Harrison, 1.89 The Miz. Nobody does it better. Yeah. News of the weird next.
Rule number 1, there are no rules.
This is Over the Line on the Wisconsin Sports Zone Radio Network.
Over the Line will resume in 3 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 2 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 1 minute. Over the Line will resume in 30 seconds.
You know, for News of the Weird here, I don't think this person was all in the right state of mind. I don't know. Maybe they just wanted to test something to see how far it could really go. We're going to Grapevine, Texas for News of the Weird. It is a Tesla truck driver. Police say in Texas a man is facing charges after he purposely drove his Tesla Cybertruck into a lake. Why? He wanted to try out its wade mode. Not Wade Boggs. Wade. The driver admitted to purposely driving into the lake in order to try out this wade mode, which lets Cybertrucks drive through shallow rivers or creeks. Again, this man drove into a lake. A lake. Didn't work out for him. The electric car, the vehicle, became disabled when water started coming into it. The water is up about to his hood. Now, curious, everyone inside the Cybertruck made it out safely. The local fire department got it out of the water. And then the unidentified driver, he was arrested. He's facing various charges, remains behind bars. Tesla says the maximum weight depth for a Cybertruck is 32 inches, measured from the bottom of the tire. This guy, again, is up probably about 3-4 feet. He's in a lake, and no one's driving him home, besides the police to the clink. Electric vehicle in the one. Hey, Darwinism, baby. Brewers, Cubs, fly the L, coming up next.
This is a Wisconsin Sports Zone update.
Well, that's a sweep for the Milwaukee Brewers as they would defeat the Chicago Cubs last night 5-0. Starting pitcher Kyle Harrison struck out 11 in 7 dominant innings, while offensively David Hamilton had 3 hits, scored 2 runs, and Jake Bauers extended his hitting streak to a career-high 11 games with an RBI single in the third. To see the Brewers improve to 29-18 on the year, 1.5 games above the Cubs now for first place in the NL Central. Here's more from manager Pat Murphy.
But I'm happy for the guys. I've said it all year. I trust these guys. They have high expectations of themselves, and we have high standards. So hopefully a weekend like this gives them some confidence.
That concludes a 5-1 road trip for the Milwaukee Brewers, who now sit 11 games above 500. The Brewers will now have today off before returning to American Family Field and will host the Dodgers for a weekend series.
For nearly 40 years, ABC Wisconsin Apprenticeship has been helping men and women transform themselves into highly skilled trade professionals. These skills are in demand and provide strong wages and benefits for a bright future. If you're a hands-on person who likes the feeling when you get projects done, apprenticeship could be for you. Go to buildyourcareerwi.org or just search online for ABC of Wisconsin.
The Packers are closing in on the end of Phase 2 of their offseason program. Phase 3 will get going next week with the team on the field for OTAs outside of one mandatory minicamp in early June. The entire offseason program is voluntary, though many players have incentives in their contracts based on the percentage on time they partake in the program. And finally, we're just over a month away from the NBA draft. Will there be resolution between the Milwaukee Bucks and Giannis Antetokounmpo? For the Wisconsin Sports Zone Network, I'm Ebo.
Play it safe? Nah.
You gotta fight for your right.
We don't abide by your rules. Sometimes it's okay to get unruly. This is Over the Line from the Alpine Liquor Studio. Alpine Liquors, Dane County's largest independently owned liquor store. Proudly serving DeForest and beyond.
Fly the L, baby. Not once, not twice, but thrice. Sweep of the Chicago Cubs. How can it get any better? The first series of the season against the Scrubs down at American Family Field South, and the Brewers impose their will. Love it. PCA continues to look like a complete dummy. PCA. Cubs 0-4 since PCA told that woman in the south side of Chicago to S my effing D. Tisk, tisk, tisk. That's naughty language. We don't repeat that. We don't repeat that, PCA. No. That's naughty, naughty. You need a bar of soap in your mouth, man. Ugh, Irish Springs. Ugh. That brings up bad memories with Irish Springs soap. Or Dial soap. Which was worse, though? Did you ever get a bar of soap in your mouth when you were a kid? Which brand can you no longer look at and buy? Irish Springs. Oh. Sorry to the Irish. I love the Irish, but their soap, Hey. If you get the little squirt bottle to the liquid soap, oof. PCA. No Orbit scum could save him. He needs a good old-fashioned bar of soap in the mouth. Hey, speaking of, by the way, your first place Milwaukee Brewers. Your first place Milwaukee Brewers. All is right in the world. Speaking of PCA. Had some comments from him. I also wanted to hear some comments from old Craigery. Craig Counsell. Craig Counsell. We're in a bit of a funk right now.
You know, when you don't swing the bats and you don't score a run, a baseball game doesn't look good for your side. You know, we're in a little bit of we're in a funk right now, and you know it's up to us and it's up to us to change it. You know, we're the ones who are going to change it.
I can't disagree with anyone he said right there. If you don't score runs, you're not going to win any games. You know, like, yeah. Counsell also talking about PCA. Couldn't get that ball, then David Hamilton gets a little league home run. Yeah, buddy.
Look, he made a mistake. He made a bad play, and it was a costly play. You know, I mean, he missed the ball in front of him.
Yeah, he did. Made a couple mistakes lately, Craig. PCA also talks about trying to control his frustration after another costly error the second day in a row.
It's just up to me to turn that stuff around and, you know, saving energy, not going in there and slamming a bunch of stuff and making a scene when
that's good.
I really don't feel like I got that right too right now.
That's good. I mean, you don't want to be like a Cubs pitcher breaking his hand, punching was it a water cooler in the Big Z, Carlos Zambrano? Or else, don't pull a Devin Williams and punch a wall. You know, you want to save your energy for on the field. You're going to need a PCA because you've been screwing up a lot lately. 608-321-1670. Line 1, good morning.
Good morning, Evo. How we living?
Vagabond John, large and in charge, baby. How are you?
Large and in charge. That's good. What are we in charge of these days? I can get metaphysical, I think.
The WOZN, the zone here, I guess. My life, essentially, you know.
Are you in charge of your own thoughts, feelings, and actions, or are you just a collection of chemicals that react to external stimuli? Which side of the...
I have a soul and free will that was given to me, you know, so I choose to use it.
There we go.
Yeah, how about that?
I think we're aligned.
Yeah.
I think the stars are aligned. Maybe even the moons.
Maybe
all of Jupiter's moons.
I choose free will, Vagabond Johns. I'm in charge with my free will. That is gifted to me.
Okay, Geddy Lee.
Yes. I was thinking about playing that coming up.
Hey, there you go.
Hey, you know, Neil Peart is a drummer, R.I.P., but Neil Peart, dude, guy is just literally doesn't miss a beat.
I went to my neighbor across the street, Greg. Shout out neighbor Greg if you're listening. He plays in the River City Jazz Orchestra. Wow. We went on Tuesday night to check out the Minnesota Music Cafe.
Yeah.
If anybody's interested in going in on a business adventure, that might be something I'm pushing for soon.
Really?
Because that venue is super kick-ass. I don't know if you ever heard of it, but they basically have music every day of the week.
What's it called?
The Minnesota Music Cafe. It's basically, they had an old school bar, and then they added a kind of large barn/shed attached to it.
Oh, cool. I'm looking up pictures right now. Yeah, really cool.
And what I like about it is in the music space, there's like a smaller dance floor. It's not super huge. It's definitely enough space for a circle pit, right? But not too big. And then there's a big kind of standing and sitting area that's elevated. And so the dance floor is down. The bands are elevated on the stage. And then, you know, if you're sitting back, so it's a small room, but it feels almost like a theater. You can really see everything. So I looked at that and I'm like, that's exactly what I've been kind of in the market for a little bit. So
I like that.
That's going to be
that looks great.
3 to 5 years.
I'm always trying to get out to some live music. Love live music.
So we watched the River City Jazz Orchestra, and I went to happy hour last night. We were having this conversation of, he's out, okay, well, you're a drummer, right? First he asked, do you want to join our band? because I guess they are having a hard time finding a consistent drummer. And I said, well, as a drummer, I'm already in 3 bands. That's the rule. So I don't really have room for another. But anyways, we were talking about the best drummers of all time, and he goes, I saw Buddy Rich play the drums 10 times. And I'll tell you what, Neil Peart couldn't, shake a stick at anything Buddy Rich was doing. And I'm like, man, that's how you know I live in a retirement neighborhood.
Wow. Have you heard of Clyde Stubblefield?
I have not.
James Brown's drummer.
Oh yeah,
He's from the Madison area. I had a couple of opportunities to sit in and watch him play, also in like a studio session too. Just unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable. He was crazy.
It's good stuff. I would have liked to see Buddy Rich play Tool. That's what I would have liked to say.
Dude, Danny Carey's got to be one of my favorite drummers of all time, no doubt.
I understand that he has fast hands, right? And he can hit his doubles and triples and do all kinds of fancy rolls.
Yeah.
But has he ever heard of 15/7 time?
Dude, I don't understand how you drummers do it. Like, if you a 4/4 beat, sure, but then switching up time signatures during the song and with both feet doing something, both hands doing something, I have no idea how you do it.
I can't really do it. I just go up there and fake it till I make it.
Oh yeah, maybe
couple Malort shots, throw the hands at the drums, and use it at the end of the night. It goes okay. Once in a while, it's like, maybe a little too much Malort, but that's how that generally works. Hey, the Brewers got the sweep, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I was going to try to track down Austin on Twitter and see if he wanted to do a repeat bet.
I recently had to field a phone call for Stone Cold intern Austin about a potential job. He used me as a reference. And I fielded this phone call the day before. He said, hey, someone might be calling you. He's like, could you please just not tell them about my tardiness at times?
Yeah.
I omitted that part. I did not say anything. So, hopefully it gets
we talked about that a little on Tuesday. That was the whole Eurocentric concept of time. I think it's another Rush stuff.
Yeah. Austin, he might be like a TV producing role in Rochester. He's going to be coming to Minnesota potentially, I think, Vagabond.
Oh, I got a basement.
I'll let him know.
I got a basement, and I really like sandwiches.
And I don't think he really does much besides, play video games and keeps to himself. He didn't have a girl or nothing, so I think he'd be a pretty low-key roommate.
Well, from what I've heard, he also makes sandwiches.
He's a sandwich artiste, yes.
That might be a good. If there's going to be someone living in your basement, a guy that just plays video games all day, but also makes sandwiches for everybody, that's a pretty good.
He's a good kid. He's a good kid too. I like Austin.
Good payoff.
Hey, Vagabond.
Yeah, go ahead.
No. What do you got?
Well, I was just going to give a quick update, kind of a weekly Wisconsin recruiting update. I know I came in hard at Nick Osen last week. I don't know if you've had him on this week.
He's coming on today at 9:30. 9:30 today.
Oh, whoa, what a day. Okay, perfect. I'm just catching them on the right days. They've slipped to 19th in the rankings. Minnesota's passed them. They've missed out on a couple of recent guys who they came and had on official visits here and, decided to commit elsewhere. I'm curious if Nick Osen still thinks, now that they're sliding down the rankings, is recruiting white hot.
All right.
Like he discussed a week or two ago.
So I said Wisconsin has dropped 19th in the rankings. Minnesota has passed them. Does he think the Badgers recruiting is still white hot? Is that what you want me to ask him?
Yep.
Okay, got it. And I will bring up the Nick Evers thing, too.
He was, in fact, not here. Nick Osen was not on campus.
Well, I'll let him have his retort, Vagabond. Well, he can retort.
There you go.
Hey, how you feeling about the last ride, Aaron Rodgers? Aaron Rodgers has said that this is the last year. This is it, man. This is it for him. One final ride, him and Mike McCarthy, Steelers. Are you all in, Vagabond, or should we old Yeller him? Put him out back and put him out of his misery.
I've got two thoughts on this. One, great for the NFL. I think there's going to be a couple of Thursday night football games that are just going to be a little bit more special because the Aaron Rodgers retirement tour is going to come through town, right? So it's great for the NFL. I'm a little bit sad that this is the quarterback that's leading the Pittsburgh Badgers because if you think about a guy like T.J. Watt, and I feel this way a little bit about Myles Garrett, and I used to feel about it, Micah Parsons, although with Matt LaFleur at the helm, maybe you can throw him in that category. It just feels like so much of the best talent in the NFL is being wasted on these just, bleep show organizations. And the Pittsburgh, after kind of forcing Mike Tomlin out, I think they're going to fall in that category. I think Pittsburgh's looking at a pretty dark future here.
Really?
Now,
You don't believe
Aaron
in
Rodgers,
Big Mike?
Aaron Rodgers and his magic might come through, right? But who can you name anybody on their offense?
Hey, real quick, you supported Joe Barry so hard. Where's the love for Big Mike McCarthy?
Big Mike McCarthy had his time in the sun, right? This is like, I don't know, a similar argument that I have is kind of like Paul Chryst, right? Do I think Paul Chryst would be an elite coach in college football in 2026? No, absolutely not. Do I think maybe we would have won more than 25% of our games versus rivals over the last 3 or 4 years? Absolutely, if you were at the helm, right? And so Big Mike, I think, I'm not going to say the games passed him by because I don't know if that'll ever happen to NFL coaches. I think they're a little bit psychotic.
Mm-hmm.
But I just wonder, if you look around the league and where the teams that have been successful are going with what Seattle did, and
talking about the youth movement,
even the Patriots, the youth movement, both at the quarterback and at the coach position.
Mm-hmm.
And so now you have Pittsburgh with all the talent in the world on defense, a lot of which came through Madison, Wisconsin, just going the exact zig as the successful teams zag. Mm-hmm. So you have an old retread at head coach and an old retread at quarterback. And if I'm a guy like T.J. Watt and I'm interested in playing for a championship, I might demand a trade. Get me out of there. You know what I mean?
I think the story.
Why are you?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Why are you what?
Well, I was just to say, why are you wasting one of the probably final prime years of T.J. Watt's career? Right, that guy's getting old now. On an experiment.
Well,
just to
hey,
it's like a fantasy football guy drafting Adrian Peterson at 24.
You get an old guy at quarterback who's a Hall of Famer with a coach that has pedigree. Like he's run a Super Bowl. Mike McCarthy's a phenomenal coach. I know he's a little old in the tooth. An older coach, a Hall of Fame quarterback with pedigree, and a strong defense. Kind of sounds like, dare I say, Tom Brady, Bill Belichick, and the New England Patriots?
Well, a better answer would have been Tom Brady and Bruce Arians.
Oh, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Correct, yes.
Yeah, and I think all of that is true, right? Bruce Arians, Mike McCarthy, great comparison. Aaron Rodgers could never hold Tom Brady's jockstrap. Are you kidding me? That's the guy that
Tom Brady always had a top 10 defense.
That's the guy that came into football to win championships. I don't know that Aaron Rodgers has ever been concerned about winning a championship.
Oh my!
All right,
I know what you're trying to do now, Vagabond. I know what you're doing. Hey, last thing, did you ask your wife if we could have a naming contest for your new child?
I did. So far, the early applicants do not have a great chance.
Yeah, Mike and Portage did not bring good ones in.
No. But the names are still open. The name is not decided. So if there are other names out there that are floating around, send them over.
How do you say your last name?
Waliszewicz.
Joe Barry Waliszewicz. It's got a ring.
Yeah. Yeah, that could work.
Thank you, man. Much love, man.
All right, see you later.
He's got a kid coming in September. Could we do a naming contest? I don't think his wife was receptive to it, especially when Mike and Portage came with the stupidest names I've ever heard. Mississippi Drew said, "How about this name? Kevlar." He said, "Don't react. Don't think about it. Don't react initially. Hear the name and then let it sit and simmer." And he says the name Kevlar. Kevlar. Kid's gonna need a Kevlar vest when he's getting bullied in school. Yeah. All right, we'll talk some Packers, little Rodgers too. My guy Mike McCarthy with our guy Rob Reichel coming up next.
Want to make an omelet, you got to break some eggs.
This is Over the Line on the Wisconsin Sports Zone Radio Network.
Over the Line will resume in 3 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 2 minutes. Resume in 30 seconds.
Well, let me just fade that there. Fade that, and fade this up. Oh. Just an ultimate jam. I know I say this a lot, but Achilles' Last Stand by Zepp. Physical Graffiti. It's timeless. Speaking of last stands, one last ride. Aaron Rodgers making it official. Year 22, that's it. This guy wrote a book about Rodgers many moons ago. Rob Reichel, Forbes.com, Conley Media, and about Mike McCarthy. Robbie, good morning.
The dream team's going to give it one more go, huh, Evo?
How can you not be emotional, Rob? How can you not be romantic about football, dude?
Well, I'm not very emotional or romantic about that marriage, but we'll see how it goes, Evo.
Rob,
and
it's so good.
Evo, you want to make a little side bet if year whatever it is, 22 is actually going to be the final one for old Aaron?
Now, I was wondering about this, Rob, because as much as Aaron Rodgers didn't want to be like Brett Favre, which he's not, but there were a few parallels, right?
Come on. What do you mean he's not?
He's not. Brett Favre tried to stick it.
Favre never dragged things to May 15th. Well, other than
Rob,
unretired.
I mean,
Favre always had things done by the draft, Evo.
Sure. Favre came to the practice, but Favre wanted to stick it to the Green Bay Packers. He wanted to just. Rodgers kind of just wanted to stick it to Brian Gutekunst a little bit, but I don't think it was like playing for a Vikings or a Bears to go stick it to him. I think Rodgers and Goody just didn't get along, and that was about it. But
trust me, Evo, if Rodgers could have worked his way back into the division somehow, he would have loved to have done that after initially leaving. And obviously everything got sidetracked so badly, right? From the standpoint he blew up his Achilles that first year with the Jets, and then he had to, he played 4 snaps that first season in New York. What it was that 2023. So and then then he had to come back and try to prove himself again in 2024 before he could get out of there. He wasn't any good in 2024. Wound up in Pittsburgh, and I'll be honest, I'm scratching my head why they're bringing him back. Evo. The difference is Favre went, and before he got a little bit dinged up in 2008 with the Jets, Evo was having one heck of a year, and then he worked his way to Minnesota, and he was runner-up for MVP in 2009. I mean, Favre put up tape that was far better after leaving Green Bay than Aaron Rodgers ever did, Evo.
I do love me some Brett Favre. I also love me some Aaron Rodgers. I'd have a beer with Brett Favre, Robbie. I'd love to have a beer with Brett Favre. With Aaron Rodgers, maybe a cup of ayahuasca.
I'd love your stories if you came back from that trip, Evo, with doing some ayahuasca with old Aaron. So.
They say, Rob, he was in the jungles of Peru over the offseason, and he saw, as he was tripping on ayahuasca, saw a vision of Mike McCarthy holding the Vince Lombardi trophy. And he said, you know what? I'm coming back. One last ride.
Evo, you'd have a lot of fun having a beer with McCarthy or Favre because those are your kind of guys. I'm not sure Aaron's your kind of guy. Now, you could sit around a campfire with Big Mac with McCarthy all night, and you'd be in hog heaven. Favre's kind of an old boy like that too.
Sure.
Favre, everyone in that locker room loved Favre, and Favre went out of his way to be everybody's pal around that locker room, or at least have something in common. Aaron was certainly more distant from some of the guys.
Well,
than
let me
Favre
ask you this,
was.
Robbie. You wrote 2 books. Oh, you've written a lot of books, but one on McCarthy and one on Rodgers. What was it like getting to dive a little deeper in both of those individuals? What did you learn about Big Mike, and what did you learn about Rodgers, maybe that some wouldn't know? Because you, again, did a deeper dive on both of them.
Yeah, and remember I did another book, too, Evo, on the Packers, triumvirate of quarterbacks, Bart Starr, Favre, and Rodgers together, how those three.
Yeah.
And I spent a lot of time with Favre for that book, too. Just how those three, if you line up any 3 quarterbacks, if you take all 32 teams across the league, Evo, and line up their top 3 quarterbacks, that Green Bay's trio of Starr, Favre, Rodgers is going to trump anybody's. And I think it was a pretty easy argument to make. There were a few teams that challenged them. No, you're right, Evo. I spent a lot of time with all those guys in the process of doing those books. And listen, as much as I bang on Rodgers on this show, and he got to be a little bit annoying by the end of his career, he was great in terms of giving me time and working with me on a couple different books, including the one, Evo, after Green Bay won Super Bowl 45 there in February of 2011. So learned outside the box, Evo, necessarily that was dramatically different. I went to McCarthy's hometown for a week, and if people want to dig into that book, they'll learn some great stories about how Mike was as a kid and growing up and stuff like that. I thought that was a lot of fun to delve into McCarthy's past in that respect with that book, Evo. There's some fun stuff along the way of McCarthy as a kid, and just how legendary he is. I mean, it's a remarkable story, Evo, that he's ending up just down the street again, and probably where he's going to finish.
It's a great story, Rob. It's a great story. Pittsburgh tough, back to, and I love this. Yep. We love storylines in the NFL, and this is one of the great ones. A guy comes home from Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh tough. He's emotional about it, and he's going to do it where it all started with his quarterback Aaron Rodgers to finish it out. It's a very cool story.
It's a cool story. I don't think
will
it's
it work out the greatest? Who knows?
I don't think right. I don't think it's going to have a particularly great ending, Evo. I don't see that team winning a ton of games with Rodgers right now. We know he's got the arm talent, but the one thing Rodgers said all those years when he was in Green Bay, Evo, is, and Favre would attest to this because Favre can probably still throw a ball through the wall, Evo, but it's the legs that go, and you've seen that the last couple of years with Rodgers. He was already losing his mobility and the ability to escape when he was in Green Bay in his final years, Ebo, and then obviously the Achilles injury made things even worse that he suffered when, in his first year with the Jets. And man, you put on that playoff tape last year, and I know Houston's defense was off the charts, and that's a really elite unit that the Texans have. But I watched that Steelers-Texans playoff game again a couple weeks ago, the wild card game. I think it was 31-6 or something like that. I mean, Rodgers just couldn't move, Evo. And I don't think that's going to change here in 2026 as he approaches his 43rd birthday here in a few months. But, no, Evo, I mean, just back to those books for a second, they were a blast to write. I mean, Favre told great stories along the way in the stuff he and I did together of, the mid-'90s teams and things like that, growing up with Irv, his father and everything he learned. I mean, as a 4-year-old, Evo, Favre running around a locker room with his dad already and learning really what it takes to be a leader of men, right? Mm-hmm. And how the quarterback position is so far and away the most important in sports. And you better have a bond established with every single person on some level on your team. I mean, I went to the Favre Hall of Fame induction 10 years ago now, and there were third-string linemen and backup safeties and third-string linebackers coming out of the woodwork. I mean, Favre had connections with all these guys. Long snappers were there. And his ability to relate and to communicate and inside a locker room and just to be one of the guys is legendary, Evo. I mean, I remember Leroy Butler telling me stories for that book that, Favre didn't necessarily want to get up and hunt with these guys at 5:15 in the morning some days, and he'd be up there in a tree stand though because he'd bond with 6 of these guys, and he'd go down and he had no idea how to play backgammon or Parcheesi, but he'd jump in whoever was playing whatever kind of game and cribbage or something like that in the locker room. He'd go down and dance with the black guys, the African American guys that had a certain a brand of music blasting, and then he'd go down and he'd sing Barbra Streisand with somebody who had that on. He'd bounce around the locker room.
Favre go from Two Live Crew to Barbra Streisand, Robbie? Come on.
Favre could do that, Evo. He crossed genres like that, and he played to every single race, group, ethnicity, the person that was in that locker room. It didn't matter your position, if you came from the South, if you came from Boston, if you came from San Francisco. Favre found a way to relate with those guys. Rodgers, like I said, was a little more distant. I remember talking to Rodgers at one point in time, Evo, about his leadership style and ability, and I remember being a little bit taken aback. He told me he learned it all by taking a class at the University of California on how to be a great leader. I mean, there's obviously ways for everybody to become a leader, right? I mean, Favre's was growing up around his dad, who's a legendary football coach, and picking stuff up from the time he was 4 years old, following Big Irv around a locker room. Aaron learned it in a classroom at Cal. I would rather learn it personally the way Brett Favre learned it. Aaron's, to some extent, worked for him with some guys. It didn't work with him for the Jermichael Finleys and some other guys of the world, Evo, who found him aloof and distant and a certain, certainly a prima donna. At least until the end, Evo, with Favre, I think Favre was always one of the guys. By the end, he's into his late 30s. Guys are 23 in there. It's a little bit harder to relate to some of these guys, right, than when Favre's got a wife and 2 kids and some of these guys are off playing video games all day and stuff like that. They're at different points in their life. But for the overwhelming majority of time, in Green Bay. Ebo, Favre will go down as one of the great leaders they've ever had.
Well, I have a follow-up question to that, but before that, because I want to move on to this year's team, the Packers. I love a quote from Mike McCarthy a while ago, and this is what I love about Big Mike. Develop the man, then develop the player. I thought that was a great quote from Big Mike. He had a lot of great quotes. Develop the man, and then you develop the player. I like that.
Yep.
I like that a lot.
And I think it's applicable to any level of coaching, Ebo, whether you've got, a fourth grade little league team or a high school basketball team. I mean, the greatest thing you can do is turn these people into productive members of society, right? Great men, great fathers, great husbands. Obviously, at the level of the NFL, it all comes down to what your record is, right? It's a great quote by McCarthy. And you need great men to eventually have a great football team, but you also need, you need a couple wild cards in there as well.
Totally.
Right? You do need a couple of bad boys. You do need a Wayne Simmons on your
But you need
football
someone
team.
to bring it all together, to bridge every walk, race, creed, everything,
It's a wonderful approach by McCarthy. The bottom line is if you don't win 10, 11, 12 games most years, your butt is on the hot seat.
Here's one more quote from McCarthy quick. You ready?
Let's just state the facts. I'm a highly successful NFL head coach.
Can you hear this, Rob? Can you hear this?
Sorry, I was talking. My bad.
Here's the best quote from McCarthy. Besides develop the man, then develop the player.
Let's just state the facts. I'm a highly successful NFL head coach.
We're just stating facts, Rob. Highly successful NFL head coach. Robbie.
Ebo, if he wins another Super Bowl, that could be the title of his next book, right? Forget Nobody's Underdog. He's a highly successful coach.
Listen, I want the Packers, obviously, to win the Super Bowl more than anything, more than any other team. But I could not – it's got to be the first time ever in history, and would probably be never duplicated again, unless it has happened. I don't think so, that if the Packers and the Steelers were to meet in the Super Bowl and then the Steelers were to win, for McCarthy and Rodgers to beat the team who last won the Super Bowl as the opposing team. Wouldn't that be crazy?
I can't imagine a better storyline in football than we've had in the last 40 or 50 years. Even. I mean, that would blow my mind.
The simulation would be broken. Hey, Rob. All right, real quick on the this year's team. I saw here in Forbes.com, you had an article out there. I don't think we brushed on it last time you were on. You said the Packers, who are on a 5-game losing streak, are favored in 13 of their 17 games. That's a safe bet that most of the Packer Nation would be giddy for a 13-4 season. Robbie, 13 of their 17 games? What's obviously winning a Super Bowl, but what's the successful year for the Green Bay Packers, or maybe a more realistic year?
Well, what's interesting, Ebo, right, and I wrote that story based off odds on DraftKings. I think Green Bay's over-under as a team is like 10 or 10.5. And then when DraftKings goes through, and that's what DraftKings had them at, and then when DraftKings goes through and goes game by game, they favor the Packers in 13 of their first 17, including the first 6, Ebo, and 4 of those will be, I would guess right now, because I think Parsons is going to start the year on PUP, physically unable to perform, which means he'll sit out the first 4 games if he's on that list. And we know, Ebo, they went 0-5, or they didn't win another football game after Parsons was hurt in the Denver game. So could they get off to that 6-0 start? I don't know, Ebo. That seems like a stretch, although we talked about it the other day, right? The schedule is favorable to start the year. It's certainly some of the softer opponents, at least it looks at this point in time like some of the softer opponents on the schedule. But Green Bay's favored the first 6, Ebo, and I think there's only the 4 games they are not favored in are at Detroit, at New England, at Chicago on Christmas, and then at the Rams on that Wednesday before the Thursday Thanksgiving. So 4 road games. Other than that, Ebo, they're favored in every home game, including Buffalo and the other divisional foes and people like that. What's successful, Ebo? Ebo, to me, they've got to go to an NFC Championship game again here pretty soon. Probably this year. There's still a lot of young talent. I know they were hit hard in free agency. Only had a 6-person draft class. Didn't have a first-round draft pick. We've talked about it before. They've taken some hits, I think, in the off season, but they didn't lose elite Pro Bowl, All-Pro level talent. They're still they're not as deep as they have been, Evo. If they get dinged up at wide receiver, if they get dinged up on the offensive line, they get dinged up at corner, which already isn't a very good group, they're going to have some real issues at some of those positions where these past few years, Evo, they've had 6 or 7 wideouts you felt comfortable with. You could roll out there.
Yeah.
They're taking the approach that maybe less is more. They want more snaps for Watson. They want more snaps for Golden at that position. They want more snaps for Reed. But, man, Evo, the history of that trio, for example, that they've all been dinged up. They're all little guys to some extent. Watson's tall, but he's lean, he's lanky, and he's been injured, right? Golden and Reed are undersized guys. Can you get 17 games out of those guys? I don't know, it'd be pretty tough, Evo. I think your guy, Bo Melton's going to play a lot of wide receivers this year.
My man, Bo.
I think he is.
Guy.
What's a successful year though, Evo? There's if Parsons can come back and be 90% of the guy he was last year, if Kraft can come back and be 90% of the guy, if Zach Tom regains his form, if Wyatt regains his form, these are a lot of ifs, Evo. There's still a ton of talent on the roster. The schedule is not daunting by any stretch.
No.
Again, I think it's soft early without Parsons. You've got your home games late, which should work in Green Bay's favor to play all those December games at Lambeau Field. Evo, it's time Matt LaFleur goes back to at least an NFC Championship game. If he can't get there, again,
last time he did it was with Aaron Rodgers.
Might wind up being the only time he does it, Evo. We'll see. I wouldn't pick him right now to do it, but Evo, I think that's where this team has to get. There's plenty of good talent in that year 4-5 range, year 3 on this roster. Guys that are 25 years old, should be in the prime of their career. That it's time for LaFleur to take a team back to the NFC Championship game.
Robbie, you're a treasure. You're a treat. We love you, brother. Last thing for you, real quick. Brewers sweep the Cubs. What do you think? You a big fan, Rob? Fly the L 3 days in a row.
It was pretty fun series, wasn't it? 19-5,
really
I think, was the run differential. I think the Brewers have a 1 and a 2 starter moving forward for the next 5 years if they can keep these two guys that pitched the last 2 days healthy, don't they? Oh boy.
Yeah, Robbie.
My Lord,
Rob?
that duo together, Evo, moving forward at the top of your pitching staff is pretty darn frightening. So, Evo, they just find a way, don't they?
Yes, they do.
They are scrappy. They are gutty. They seem to always have about 15 arms. They have more arms right now. Now I will say this, Evo. They better go find a third baseman because this Rengifo guy should be playing in the Korean League. But, at best, Evo, he's probably playing Home Talent League this weekend for Cross Plains or something like that. But if they get themselves a third baseman, Evo, if they can get themselves a third baseman at the trade deadline, Evo, look out.
Hey, Rob,
it's a nice roster, and we're going to find out. It's going to be a lot of fun this weekend coming up, isn't it?
Rob, I hope it is. I hope you enjoy a parade this weekend, my brother. All right.
Already scouting them out, Evo. Trying to do multiple.
Robbie, we love you, man. Have a great weekend. All right.
Happy Memorial Day.
You
Talk
got
to you
it.
Tuesday.
See you, brother. There he goes, Rob Reichel, Forbes.com, Conley Media. Ugh, what a jam. We'll be right back soon.
Don't any of you have the guts to play for blood?
This is Over the Line.
Over the Line will resume in 5 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 30 seconds.
Wow. My guy, Rob Reichel. Top of the hour, the boys from Bratfest coming on in. Michael Alexander, Tim Metcalf. I love our yearly sit-down. A lot of good bands coming over the weekend, man. And by the way, I figured out, if you were wondering on the FM side of things, I know a couple people had messaged me, like, hey, the FM here locally at WOZ in Madison was like, some wonky was going on. I don't hear it because I'm plugged straight into the main line, dude. I'm plugged into the main line. This is the peer feed. So I don't hear what goes over the air. I just hear what's streaming right from this beautiful board in front of me. But the engineer just popped in and said, everything's good, everything's fixed. And I said, what was the issue? Mother Nature. He said, this is the time of the year when the trees start, growing their leaves, getting back. It blocks signals. And then you got to be an arborist out there. I don't know. Trees were the issue. Who would have thunk it? 608-321-1670, line 1. Good morning.
Man, you're just like Neo in the Matrix. Just plugged right in.
I'm plugged into the main line, dude.
You took the blue pill, or is it the red pill? I don't know.
The red pill. This is the red. And Matt, the red pill. I know Kung Fu. Show me.
Yes, Kung Fu is definitely a great martial art to learn, especially when you're involved in the Matrix. Especially when you can dodge bullets.
Also,
unlike Pete Crow Armstrong, you can dodge a fly ball or a ground ball into the outfield.
He is dodging them.
Oh yeah, he is dodging.
He is dodging them. No, but
who'd have thunk a young co-ed could get into his head and screw him up for the Brewers series? Let me tell you, all you Brewers fans, I'm taking credit for the sweep because I said the Cubs were going to sweep the Brewers, so obviously I should never make predictions ever again.
Keep making them.
Anyway,
you keep making them. Those are nice. I like those.
Well, like I told all my Brewers friends, I don't shy away from the jabs and the jokes. This is the best time of the year to lose to the Brewers. I'll tell you that. Because it's only May.
That's true. That's a good point. That's a very good point.
So we can see what happens. When do they play again? And is it late June? I think, right?
Yeah. So I'd have to go look at the schedule again, but I think you're right.
At the old Miller Park. At the old Miller Park.
American Miller Field.
Yeah, something like that. They should change the name again. They need a new sponsor.
American Miller Field.
Exact Sciences Field.
Well, Exact Sciences is now Abbott. So, yeah, June 26th, 27th, 28th is when they play next.
Yeah. Oh, we'll see where we're at. Maybe we can give the Brewers some payback. In Milwaukee, I'm probably going to go to one of those games, I think. So
cool, man. Yeah,
that should be fun.
Enjoy it.
I'll buy all my Brewers fans around there. I have some good stuff from Rob Reichel on Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
And we just need Jordan Love. He needs to get to that NFC title game somehow with little Matt.
That's what I was going to ask Robbie. I had another question for him, and he just kept talking forever. I was going to ask him, he was talking about how Brett Favre was a leader, how Aaron Rodgers is a leader. Then I was going to ask him, how does he perceive Jordan Love as a leader?
Yeah.
He's different than Favre, and he's different than Rodgers. What kind of leader is Jordan? He just seems so even-keeled. Like, it's like...
Yeah, he should just get in people's faces this year a few times. I mean, I think he's respected enough, by his teammates where he could do that and not burn any bridges.
Yeah.
But, and that was a nice shout-out to Cross Plains, hometown.
Yeah, Matt and Cross Plains. You are Matt and Cross Plains.
Yeah. We wish we had Louis Renhefo playing third base for our team. That'd be nice. But maybe that's his talent level. I don't know. But yeah, maybe. So all I got left to say is for Mr. Wallashevitz, I think the name Arthur would be a great name. Artie Wallashevitz, that's the boy.
Reminds me of King of Queens.
Yeah, and he could just put like a K in front of it, like K. Arthur Wallashevitz.
I like old school names. The old school names need to come back, like Norman, Gladys, Twyla.
And I think if it's a girl, you go for Marilyn. You go Marilyn Monroe Wallashevitz, and there you go.
Yeah, and there you go. I like that. Yeah. Eleanor, maybe. Beatrice.
Well,
Beatrice.
If he did Joe Barry, he could go by JB. JB Wallashevitz is a pretty good
Loretta.
name,
Yeah. Maud.
Loretta.
Amos.
Just as long as it's not Karen.
Oli and Lena. Matt, much love, brother.
Yeah. Have a good Friday. We'll talk soon.
See you. Yeah, Brad in Sturgeon Bay just texted. Trees were the issue? Right. Next he's going to tell you the birds aren't real. Yeah, they're government drones. Yeah, the trees are the issue. Again, I'm plugged into the main line. I'm in. I'm literally plugged into the pulse, okay? I'm plugged in.
I know Kung Fu. Show me.
Oh, I'll show you, Morpheus. Oh, I'll show you, buddy. Oh, I'll show you. All right. Take a little break here. Top of the hour. Bratfest boys. Huge event coming up here in Madison. All welcome. We'll be right back.
Why don't you talk into the microphone? I got a backup mic right here.
This is Over the Line.
Check 1, 2. Testing. Yeah, they both working, and guess what? They don't like no feedback. What's up?
On the Wisconsin Sports Zone Radio Network.
Over the Line will resume in 3 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 2 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 1 minute. Over the Line will resume in 30 seconds.
Boys of the Bratfest in. We're going to get them after top of the hour sports flash. Love me some Bratfest. Huge acts coming. People on the text line already inspired. They're like, let's see here. My guy, Steve from Monona. Great White Saturday night. LFG. Hell yeah, brother. We're going to be rocking out. All right, WKTY. Love ya. I'll see you tomorrow for a Friday show. Everyone else, we will continue on. Bratfest. Who doesn't love a brat? Who doesn't love music? And guess what? The music, free. Free. In this day and age, unbelievable. We'll come right back, talk to him next.
This is a Wisconsin Sports Zone update.
Well, that's a sweep for the Milwaukee Brewers as they would defeat the Chicago Cubs last night 5-0. Starting pitcher Kyle Harrison struck out 11 in 7 dominant innings, while offensively David Hamilton had 3 hits, scored 2 runs, and Jake Bauers extended his hitting streak to a career-high 11 games with an RBI single in the third. To see the Brewers improve to 29-18 on the year, 1.5 games above the Cubs now for first place in the NL Central. Here's more from manager Pat Murphy.
But I'm happy for the guys. I've said it all year. I trust these guys. They have high expectations of themselves, and we have high standards. So hopefully a weekend like this gives them some confidence.
That concludes a 5-1 road trip for the Milwaukee Brewers, who now sit 11 games above 500. The Brewers will now have today off before returning to American Family Field and will host the Dodgers for a weekend series.
For nearly 40 years, ABC Wisconsin Apprenticeship has been helping men and women transform themselves into highly skilled trade professionals. These skills are in demand and provide strong wages and benefits for a bright future. If you're a hands-on person who likes the feeling when you get projects done, apprenticeship could be for you. Go to buildyourcareerwi.org or just search online for ABC of Wisconsin.
The Packers are closing in on the end of Phase 2 of their offseason program. Phase 3 will get going next week with the team on the field for OTAs outside of one mandatory minicamp in early June. The entire offseason program is voluntary, though many players have incentives in their contracts based on the percentage on time they partake in the program. And finally, we're just over a month away from the NBA draft. Will there be resolution between the Milwaukee Bucks and Giannis Antetokounmpo? For the Wisconsin Sports Zone Network, I'm Ebo.
Play it safe? Nah.
You gotta fight for your right.
We don't abide by your rules. Sometimes it's okay to get unruly. This is Over the Line from the Alpine Liquor Studio. Alpine Liquors, Dane County's largest independently owned liquor store. Proudly serving DeForest and beyond.
I love the yearly. I wish it wasn't just a yearly vigil. I wish it was more than a once a year. Michael Alexander, Tim Metcalf in the house. Bratfest underway coming up here this weekend. Boys, it's so good to see you guys.
Yeah, good to see you, too.
Tim, life's good, man?
Yeah, life's good. Bratfest, we're starting Friday morning, 6 o'clock in the morning.
Bring your brat to work day.
Your brat to work day, and then we fire up the event at 10 o'clock, and we go through Sunday. So it's like you said earlier, Bratfest is free. So it's free parking, free admission, and free live music, and we've got some amazing bands this year.
Tim, it costs $100 just to leave your house nowadays.
I know.
And you're telling me that right down there, you have free music, free parking, free kids and entertainment stuff, right, for everyone.
And I'll tell you, the other thing that's cool, too, and I think this is really important, is, Michael is the music man, but live music is, it's not out there as much as it used to be. Like supporting live music. I know it's free, but coming out and seeing these performers, this is where they pay their bills and pay their mortgage and stuff like that. But going to watch live events,
it's special.
It's special.
What I say about live music is it's you're seeing an artist in real time doing something that will never be duplicated again. You're there. And it's a great bringer together of people. Everyone from the walk, race, creed, whatever, are all there. Yeah. And you're experiencing something that will never be duplicated again. And you're all behind something. Everyone's just singing along, doing it. That's why live music is incredible. And it's free.
It's free.
It's free.
Yeah, we were on the stage, me and Michael, and Brett Michaels just got finished, and he pulls me and Michael off to the side and says, God, I'm telling you, I've never seen anything like this. Like, I don't play for free. And he goes, like, there's grandmas out there, there's kids holding their their children, young and old. This is the most amazing thing I've ever been to. I think he wanted to come back probably, but it was
his price went up, and
grab that mic.
His
Sorry, you
price
guys
went
share a
up,
mic
and we
there.
love him, but we need to make sure that the charities still make money. So
So Tim, how many years of Bratfest is this now?
So this is our 44th.
44th, man.
And since it started by my dad in front of the store, I know it's incredible.
44?
It's crazy. But my dad started in front of the store with a 22-inch Weber grill, a table, and 3 chairs, and it was just a customer appreciation thing. He was just saying thank you.
Yeah.
And then you fast forward 44 years later, and we're going to probably have a little over 125,000 people come through the island and watch live music. And, the essence of Bratfest back when my dad did it was really appreciation and community and gathering, getting together, and that's what it is today. And we had charities back then. He would get charities to help them out, and we've got the same thing. So the essence of Bratfest is alive and well today.
How old do you feel? I mean, it's 44 years of doing Bratfest. My grandma just turned 91 the other day, and I asked her, "How old do you feel?" She said, "I feel like I'm 50." But she's not running Bratfest though every year.
I gotta be honest. Like I feel like I just graduated high school.
Isn't that a good thing, dude? You look
I'm
great.
retired, but seriously, my mind, my body, everything.
Well, you stay active.
I feel like I just graduated high school.
You're just talking about biking around. You got to stay active. You can't become sedentary. Then all of a sudden the age catches.
I thought retired people were old. I don't feel old.
No. It's just a number, dude. Besides the number 44 for Bratfest. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So do you have early memories of the original initial Bratfest? Do you have any early cool memories?
That's a really great question because my grandfather used to run festivals when I was 10 years old. Mm-hmm. And I would sit there with this little meat hat on and gloves that were bigger than my hands, and I would wrap beef sandwiches with my dad. This isn't Bratfest, but this is what my grandpa did. So he was teaching my dad how to give back to community back when I was a little boy. My dad had me there. And that's what kind of goes on at Bratfest now is, if you go there, you'll see a mom and dad standing next to their kids wrapping brats or picking up trash and just
it's a community coming in. And just, again, I can't stress this enough, free.
It's free. And we got so much fun stuff too. We've got a sports zone. The Wisconsin's largest volleyball tournament is going to be there. We've got a car show this year, and then we have the marketplace. So we've got 30, 40, 50 different crafters and people that make things that you can go and peruse. We have a kid zone with bounce houses. We have a hole-in-one contest this year. So if you you hit the hole in one, we pay you $1,000.
Really?
Yeah. So, and then we've got.
How many times can you try it?
Yeah. As
Just
many
once?
times as you want to.
Because I'm never leaving, baby. I'm hitting till I make.
I don't know. I'm not sure what the cost is, but it's probably $20 for.
Oh,
10
okay,
balls or something
gotcha.
like that.
Okay.
We got to make some money on it.
Yeah.
And then we've got a kids run, and you can still sign up for that. We've got a dog jog.
Still not over the. Ebo's still not over the hole in one.
Well, if I
win $1,000,
if I spend $980 and I've hit that last one, then I've come up 20.
What are the odds?
Yeah. Well, good on you. How many brats? What's your highest number of brats sold in a year? I mean, we always want to break it every year. Do you know that off the top of your head?
Yeah, the record's 209,432, and that was set, I want to say, like 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But 10 years ago, we were there for 4 days.
Oh,
so,
okay.
You know,
yeah.
Friday through Monday.
And there was no corn.
And there was no corn. And we were also, I think we were selling about 100 to 130,000. It's come down. But
you have more options.
But there's so many more options, and then it's important to buy a brat and buy a beverage and buy corn, because that's how we pay the artists to be there, and we pay for the stages. But it's still free. I can't. Again,
that's crazy to me. And it's cool. You see, like you said, some of my earliest memories are with my mom, my dad, or siblings at a concert, and being like, oh well, I saw the Doobie Brothers somewhere, and I'll never forget. I saw George Thorogood. I saw Herman's Hermits or whatever, or Taste of Madison. I saw Non-Point or something. Yeah, Bratfest. Oh, I see Great White. Now I can bring my kid there. Yeah. And I used to listen to Great White now my kid could listen to Great White and stuff like that.
I'll tell you, we got just the most, and Michael will talk about this, the most incredible lineup. We have two
Love and
people,
Spoonful?
Yeah, Love and Spoonful. We have two people that were on American Idol this season that are going to be at Bratfest this year. So the talent that Michael's kind of put together is just, it's over the top. He says it every year, this is the best year ever. And I really, truly, I believe this is the best year ever.
Well, is it like, for you, Michael, is it like a kid? You can never pick a favorite one? You're like, I love this one equally as all the other ones.
Yeah, well, for sure. I think the biggest thing is when you only have a limited budget, two things happen. Over the years, with having done it for so much and people understanding what it is, people are more willing to play for maybe a little less than they would typically get paid. And then I also have the ability to, hey, play Bratfest for this, and I can have you play the Crystal Grand.
Yeah.
I can have you play the Windsor, or we have a couple other places that I work with. So, perfect example is like Louis Bryce. First time we had him in, I think it was like $10,000.
Mm-hmm.
We're paying him around $1,000 this year, but it's because I found other places for him to play, and because he's a buddy now. And once you're in the buddy list, we get a couple bucks off. So that opens up the budget, and then we can do a lot more.
Correct.
So this year, it isn't just let's just look at Saturday. So it used to be we'd have one or two big headliners. Now, if you look at it, on Saturday, we have Great White, we have Slaughter, we have Madison County, we have Louis Bryce, we have Megan Patrick, who is, that's going to be Mitchell Tenpenny's wife. She's amazing. We have Kendall Marvel, just as like in the middle of the day. If anybody knows who Kendall Marvel, Google him. He's the guy that wrote a lot of Eric Church's songs. He wrote Airplanes for Gary Allan. He's one of the biggest in music, and he's just casually playing.
See, that's what really cool about events like this is because people don't realize there's a lot of writers for these big artists.
Yes.
And they're also talented musicians and singers as well. And that's the person that wrote the song, and they're there performing it.
If you dig deeper on the lineup, the headliners are amazing this year, right? But if you dig deeper, you're going to see that top to bottom, there are so many, not just, the local talent in this city is amazing, whether it's Frank Bush or Sunspot or, we have a Creed tribute band.
I'm sorry,
Mighty
what?
Electric.
Did you say a Creed?
A Creed tribute
band?
Yeah, My Own Prison on Friday. And yeah, so I mean,
I could belt out higher after
Boba
a couple
Flex
of beers and some brats, dude.
I mean, Boba Flex is back. Lonely Ones are back. Bucky Covington, dear friend of mine, he's going to be playing. He got back on American Idol this year. Priscilla Block, if you've never seen
She
her.
was at Taste of Madison not too long ago.
A few years ago.
Yeah, she's great. Yeah.
She is just, her message is so positive for
Yeah.
young girls. She's such an incredible artist and the sweetest person you'll ever meet, but she's also a megastar.
Yeah, she's been around here for Q106 and stuff. She's a really nice. She's a nice lady.
And then, how did I almost forgot Hip Hop Day?
Dude, I was saying, how'd you get these guys? How'd this happen? Sugar Hill Gang?
Yeah, so the originators. So if you want to go back to some of the roots of where hip hop music came from, it's the Sugar Hill Gang. And their agent, Seth, has become a good friend of mine over the years. And, we always try to put in at least a couple really cool hip hop acts, and we have CNC Music Factory. I don't know, people remember CNC Music Factory.
That's like Jock Jams right there, I think, bro.
Yes.
I love that.
Our Christian stage, we have Rhett Walker, who's an up-and-coming heavy. We have Natalie Lane. And then we're ending Sunday with the Loving Spoonful.
Dude, awesome.
That's
awesome.
I mean, could you get any more feel-good summertime, eat some brats, and enjoy the Loving Spoonful?
And what did you say? That was the Sunday?
That's on Sunday, yeah.
Beautiful day. The weekend's looking great, too. So the beautiful Sunday for Love and Spoonful, man.
And I promise you, CNC Music Factory and Sugar Hill Gang never thought they would be opening up for the Love and Spoonful.
That's a really good point. That's a really good point.
And that's what Bratfest is truly all about.
I love the event, guys. It's just seamless. The park, again, free. Parking's free. The stage, the music, incredible, and everyone there's having such a good time. And it's all for a good cause. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's amazing. So yeah, come on out. It's like you said, the weather's going to be great. The music Michael has put together is awesome, and of course, we're going to raise a lot of money this year. And what's really cool is all that money stays right here in Dane County. We've got over 100 501c3s that work it. There's over 2,300 volunteers. You'll see them in their red T-shirts, and every time you see one of those guys, just know that what they're doing is they're donating their time to something that is near and dear to their heart, and all that money stays right here in Dane County.
And just to be clear, if people want to get a jump on everything on Friday, they can get there. Bring your brat to work day?
Yeah, so we start at 6 o'clock in the morning, and cars actually start lining up at about 5:30. But
see, I drive down that way to work. I'm going down John Nolan about 4:15 in the morning.
Yeah, jump in. You'll be the first one this year.
I might be late for my own show, but maybe the night before, just leave a couple out.
Okay.
And then maybe I'll come by and snag it quick and leave some money there for you. All right.
But we're fast. We got like 20 grills. We'll have probably 200 volunteers on site. So if you're on your way to work, we can get you through fast. So stop in.
20 grills.
20 grills going.
Where does one acquire 20 grills for one event? And logistically for getting bands, this can be tough.
Yeah.
But logistically getting all those grills, like how does?
We've had them for years. So
are they yours? Do you rent them?
Ours, yeah.
They're so you're good, dude.
Yeah.
And they're massive.
They're massive. Yeah.
Do you do anything? Are they literally just for Bratfest, or do you ever use them for any events?
Sometimes other festivals will ask to borrow them from us, and we'll lend them out. But these things really can grill up some brats. So I think we can do like 100 brats every 15 minutes per grill, and we've got 20 of them.
Who's your propane guy? Hank Hill? Boys, always a pleasure.
Yeah,
awesome. But life's good? Life's good, everything? You enjoying retirement? You said
I love it.
You're biking a lot, you said.
Biking, yeah.
What are you doing on the bike? Where are you going?
Well, I was in France, and I was in Spain this past summer, and then I've been down in Florida biking.
Good for you,
now
man.
that it's warmer here in Wisconsin, I'm going to be
My
biking
wife
all
just
over
asked me,
Wisconsin.
she's like, I think we should go to Spain.
I'm telling you, I've been to France, I've been to Italy, been biking, but I'm telling you, right now, Spain is my favorite. The food, the people, the scenery. Spain is amazing.
Yeah.
Go.
And speaking of that last thing, my brother was just in Spain, and he sang Creed Higher at a Spain karaoke bar.
Yeah.
They had no idea what hit him, dude. Boy, and Michael, awesome stuff, man, as always. Is your head still spinning with booking everything? You got Crystal Grand, too. You want to do any shows coming up? Plug anything for that?
Yeah, we got a lot of big stuff coming up at the Crystal Grand. Martina McBride and Air Supply. And,
really?
Yeah, we got all sorts of really, really cool stuff. We're Herman's Hermits. Haven't even announced
Dude.
it yet. But if you want to relive your childhood,
Every state fair, I would see Herman's Hermits.
I got free tickets for you, brother.
And you just had Dice Clay. Andrew Dice Clay was there.
Yeah, I was.
John Levitz.
It was a blast. I had so much fun hanging out with those guys. They're really, really cool cats.
Any plugs for the Windsor coming up or anything?
Yeah, we're doing. A lot of the Windsor has helped me book a lot of the Bratfest bands because we're doing after parties and stuff at the Windsor. So the place to be after Bratfest is head out to the Windsor. We'll be out there hanging out with Lewis Bryce, Tantric. Shallow Side.
You got Hugo out there?
Hugo's coming back on Monday.
Hey, Michael. I know the breakdown. I love Tantric. I've been on Tantric kick lately.
He is a dear friend of mine. I took a 6-year break from him because he bailed on Bratfest one year and I had to sing his set. So
Did you do the Hugo voice?
I did.
I know the breakdown. Every day go to the breakdown. I think you got to smoke like 10 packs a day to get that voice.
But he's back.
Awesome. Boys, always a pleasure. Much love.
Much love.
Anytime
We
you want on,
appreciate you
pro
having
anything, you got a home here, all right?
Awesome.
Bratfest coming up. We'll be right back.
Hit me up about Herman's Hermits.
Got to kick him off the tour.
He's not breaking any rules.
This is Over the Line.
It's a disgrace to the game.
On the Wisconsin Sports Zone Radio Network.
Over the Line will resume in 3 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 2 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 1 minute. Over the Line will resume in 30 seconds.
come on. Welcome back. Broadfest this weekend. Michael Alexander, Tim Metcalf. What an event, man. I'm telling you, just leaving your house nowadays is $100 out the pocket. That's a free parking, free event. Live music for free. Live Nation or Ticketmaster. You want to go to a concert? Like, this concert's like $30. Well, guess what, buddy? We got fees coming out the ass for you. That $30 ticket is going to be $130. Hope you like it. Enjoy. Free music. Good music, too. Nick Olson coming up, bottom of the hour. Talk some Wisconsin sports with him. Checking out line 1, though. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning. It's Sasquatch Mike.
Sasquatch, dude. Sasquatch. I have been legitimately so concerned. I was thinking about you last night. I kid you not. I'm like, Sasquatch has not called in forever. I don't know if they put him, threw him into the gulags, some re-education camps. I don't know. But Sasquatch, it's nice to hear from you. Sasquatch? Are you back?
Yep.
Sasquatch.
Yes, I'm here.
I don't know. I don't know what just happened there, but I was just saying. I don't know how much you heard what I just said. I said I was thinking about you last night, or the last couple of days, because I hadn't heard from you in forever. I thought maybe you were compromised and they throw you in the gulags or something.
No, I've been busy. I meant to call in a few weeks ago and I couldn't. And what can I say? I got to tell you though, life doesn't get much better. Cubs get swept by the Brewers. Thank you, Milwaukee. And the White Sox took 2 out of 3 from those idiots. So it's life is good. You just watch those Cub fans just crying their beer, and the announcers are such dorks. The 2 announcers, I don't even know who they are, but we were driving. He's a big Cub fan, and he had him on. I said, "These guys are idiots." Here's the announcer from I don't even know what the guy's name. He's like, they're bringing in that right-hander, Joe Johnson. He's a big, strapping lad. He's got a red beard with sideburns. I mean, I'm not kidding you. He's describing what he looks like. He looks to be like what he might have a sock in his crotch, but no, I'm just kidding about that.
What else what you been up to, bro? What you been busy with? We've been missing you here.
I've been busy with just enjoying my grandkids, building a deck on my house, doing some roof repairs, trying to enjoy summer, enjoy my antique car, driving that thing around.
Well, what kind of car you got? What do you got, Sasquatch?
I have a 57 Dodge, a custom Royal Lancer 2-door hardtop. It's all been restored. It was my dream car. I bought it.
So you are pimping. You are PIMP. You are pimping with that thing, aren't you?
I'm pimping. It's got the big fins with the dual rear antenna.
What color is it? Is the bottom half white?
It's red and white. It's Christine's sister. If anyone's ever seen the movie Christine.
Oh yeah.
Christine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but otherwise, everything's just about the same. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and make a prediction. Mm-hmm. I think the NFC North is stacked, but I'll tell you what. I'm not saying this because I hate the Bears. But I've been realistic about this. They went from worst to first, and they're going to go from first to worst this year. That's my prediction. You watch. And the team I'm worried about are the Minnesota Vikings.
Really?
Yes. I don't think Detroit's going to do anything. I think this is going to be competition between the Vikings and the Packers.
So Sasquatch, looking at the Vegas odds, and I don't know how much you get down with the Vegas odds or not, but
no, I don't.
They have them ranked as Lions, Packers, Bears, then Vikings for odds.
Yeah, well, they can take their odds and put them where the sun don't shine because I don't believe any of that. Listen, here's the deal: the Bears are the Bears. They're idiots. They might have a decent offense, but how do you go 2 years straight into a draft this year and last year and not even address an edge rusher and an interior defensive lineman, which has been your glaring needs? The last 2 seasons, they finished 31st and 32nd in pass rush in the NFL. Mm-hmm. And you literally go into the season drafting another tight end that's just a blocking tight end. They wasted I believe he was a 3rd or 4th round. Wait a second. What did they have? 2 seconds. In the 3rd round, they wasted it on a tight end that they didn't even need. They have Cole Kmet and that other guy that that other guy they drafted.
Yeah, they had the tight end in the third round.
Yeah, like they just don't know. They don't know what they're doing, which is a good thing. They don't know what they're doing. But they didn't address their biggest needs, which is defense. You can't win in this league without defense. So they're gonna be at the bottom. As far as the world goes in this country, I got news for everybody.
Yeah.
You know what? If you think the left or right paradigm is going to save you, you people are deranged. You need to just if you really believe that the Democrats or Republicans oh, I got to get out and vote. The midterms are coming. The midterms what? And what? And what is it going to do for you? You're going to get, it's like the Who said, the new boss, same as the old boss. It's like George Carlin said. George Carlin was the most intelligent man that ever lived, a comedian, but he was a very smart man.
Yeah.
And on a serious note, he said, it's two sides of the same coin. It's a big club, and we ain't in it. And it's like one political party is just openly radically crazy and evil, and the other one is just as bad, but they just hide it better. They just act like they really do.
Yeah. And they all gather together at Bohemian Grove. Sasquatch Mike.
They all gather together with their pedophilia
on little islands,
and their drinking of the blood sacrifice. Yes, that's exactly right.
Sasquatch, I miss these phone calls, man. Other than that, bro,
I'll call you guys more.
I was worried about you, dude. I hadn't heard from you for so long. I knew you kind of take a reprieve during when it's not football season, but I was a little worried for a second there.
No, I'm all right. I had some health issues too. I got back. My back is really bad. I had to go for. They want me to fuse my vertebrae.
Don't. Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
That's
no,
a killer,
I'm not
dude.
doing it. I'm
yeah.
not doing it. So. But I love you guys. I miss you, and I'm gonna come up to Madison, dude. We're gonna do lunch one day.
Let me know, Sasquatch. I'll get your first beer, okay?
Sounds good. I don't drink, but
well, how about this? We'll go get a good workout in. You can come into my gym and we'll pump some iron.
I'll do it. I have a membership to Anytime Fitness if that helps.
I'll get you into the P Club. I'll give you a guest pass. You and I can pump some iron, Sasquatch.
Sounds good, man.
Better than drinking. See you, brother. Much love.
I'll talk to you soon.
You got it. See you,
thanks. Hi to everybody. Thanks.
Right, Sasquatch Mike. Seriously. Everyone, from the callers to the texters to the people on the streaming like Twitch or YouTube, I think about you all, honestly. If I don't hear from someone for a while, I start to get a little nervous, get a little concerned. I'm wondering how's your well-being, you know? All right, our guy Nick Olson, Talking Wisconsin, coming up next. Stick around.
Serious, man. You cannot be serious!
This is Over the Line on the Wisconsin Sports Zone Radio Network.
Over the Line will resume in 5 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 4 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 3 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 30 seconds.
You know, you wouldn't get far in life. I don't know what the Badgers, that is. Anything Wisconsin, if it wasn't for this guy right here, Nick Osen. Badgers 24/7 out of 24/7 Sports. Nick, good morning, my brother.
Evo, good morning, man. I appreciate you. And I got to ask, what song is that? That's a nice intro song I'm not sure I've heard.
Oh, bro, this is off of the album Doctor's Advocate. The artist, The Game, featuring...
Oh, my God.
Featuring Kanye West. Now, yay. The song Wouldn't Get Far.
Man,
Kanye,
I'm adding that right after this.
It's a Kanye beat, so you know it's good. Nick,
that's awesome.
Before we get into some nuts and bolts here at Wisconsin, I got a couple things for you off the beaten path.
Yeah.
I want to do one right out the gates, though. Nick, you big brain when it comes to football, and you know good storylines, hence why it is what you do very successfully. Nick,
appreciate.
This is not Bears. This is not Packers. This is One Last Ride. This is Aaron Rodgers, a guy who has haunted you almost your entire life as a Bears fan. Aaron Rodgers, Mike McCarthy. I'm going to play a little clip here, and then we're going to react. Let me just play this.
Yeah, I love Mike T. I mean, I really appreciate the opportunity to come in last year and love my experience with him. And, you know, I thought when he said he was stepping away, that was an emotional moment just because we all love him so much and care about him. And, you know, I thought that that was probably it for me in Pittsburgh. But when the decision was made to hire Mike, I started opening my mind back up to coming back.
Your last year, do you think that right now?
Yes. This is it. Yeah.
This is it. Year 22. Mike McCarthy, Aaron Rodgers. I know you know all about those two. I don't want to bring up any bad memories like B.J. Raji taking it in the end zone. I don't want to bring it up. I didn't mean to. But Nick, your thoughts of the storyline of Aaron Rodgers, Mike McCarthy, one last ride.
You know, Evo, honestly, I don't think this will surprise you. Not just with the journalistic side, but also, you know, there's just a level of greatness that at some point, whether like you're fans of the guys or not, you just don't love maybe seeing them retire from the sport. So I'm going to be watching closely. I know myself, my brother, several of our friends that have always been Bears fans, you know, we don't have as much issue with the guy when he's not facing us all the time. So I think it's awesome. I actually like Mike McCarthy. I think, yeah, we've talked about that. We're both on the same page there. I had hoped for success. I'd hoped he got this job. So, man, I'll be watching pretty closely. I'm not shocked that it is the last season.
I think the Bears organization, I think Big Bears just hung up on you, Nick. I think Big Bear just hung up on you. Nick, I think the Bears organization just hung up on you.
I was going to say, man, it takes so hot they had to cut me off.
Big Bear got you, dude.
I'll be watching really closely. I was a little surprised that he was so kind of upfront that, hey, yeah, this is it. Obviously, they made some good moves, especially on offense. They have some talent on defense, so it'll be intriguing. That defense is but also that division is a gauntlet, Ebo.
And you got some Badgers juggernauts on there too, dude, on the Steelers.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah, that's why, you know, many, many reasons to be tracking. I think that a lot of Packer fans, you know, at some point, if they're not already, will obviously look back with a ton of, you know, appreciation and things. I mean, like I said, I'm glad he's not throwing at Soldier Field and telling us that he owns us. But I'll be watching close.
His whole effing career, I owned you. So, Nick, let me ask you this. Another. Speaking of things that are being watched, we have a caller here, Vagabond John. He was like he's watching the reporters. He's always doing like a reporter grade. we just want to make it clear here. You were not on the beat with the Nick Evers during his time, correct?
Yeah, so Vagabond John, all love and respect to him. I think it's actually awesome that he watches reporters that closely. I mean that sincerely, and that, you know, he toward the end was saying, you know, Mount Rushmore of Badger reporters and seeing my growth with things. I just want to say two things in addition to that, my friend. One, yes, I was not at a spring ball or camp or anything with Evers in the program. I started November 2023, so anybody that was hyping that young man up was not me. And number two, I will stick to it that, you know, Dylan Jones looked incredible in fall camp. Others felt the same way. And now he's currently RB1 for LSU. That's like the top, you know, 10 team coming in this year. So while he didn't maybe hit exactly what I thought here in Madison, every eval is something we see with our own eyes, and I'm still very, you know, kind of approaching with trepidation with final picks, that type of thing. But I'm glad that he noticed some of my nuances and some breakdowns with you as well. So truly appreciate him. And hey, if he's on our boards, he'll be getting a lot of recruiting info too. Tell him to take a look, VJ.
I wanted you to have be able to respond, you know. So we like that.
No, it was like a happy, like, kind of chuckle. I was like,
he's a
that's
funny
when
guy.
I know he's talking about somebody else, because I moved up here the last week of October.
And the thing is, he's always listening too. That means he's paying attention to you. Hey, speaking of running backs though for Wisconsin, Darian Dupree. I mean, who's the lead here?
Yeah, so I've been, you know, pretty consistent on this one, my friend. I actually think it's going to be a true chance at two number one backs.
Really?
I think that obviously Sama, you know, probably the biggest name, comes in with a ton of production from Ames. You know, I've known him for, 5 or 6 years now at this point, which is pretty cool from his high school days. He impressed. He was a little dinged up early on in spring camp, but he looked terrific. I just think with Dupree, there's some continuity. He's gotten stronger. He's grown in pass pro. He's probably the best in the group with that. So I think you're going to see both. If you ask me who I think has a chance to get more carries or you know yards in total, if I had to pick one, I might say Sama, but I really think it's going to be a top 2 by committee, and I think that's something that Coach Jaden Everett and the staff are excited about. I mean, we saw, Ebo, what happens when you maybe get down to RB4 or 5 and just injuries pile up. So I think that room's in a good spot.
So, Nick, I know, Wisconsin running back, you run the ball, you have a strong defense, and we're always like, oh, we're just a quarterback away, whatever. Are we going to, and I know it's hard to tell right now with all the changes and like 50-some new players, are we going to get, do you think, maybe back? Well, Colton Joseph, this is my question. He's a run quarterback and a throw quarterback. Are we going to get back to Wisconsin? You run the ball some more, then you run it again, or is the dynamic changing here with this reliable, violent offense?
Ebo, I actually think it's going to be, probably as close as it can be in this modern era, which I think is a really good thing. As you know, and as John heard me say last week too, I've been consistent. I'm not saying the offense is where they hope that it will be when they're under the lights against Notre Dame, right? But it grew throughout spring. I think that the biggest area, and whether you're talking to people, Ebo, on the record, off of it, like donors around the program, whatever you might want to say, there is a buzz about really the run game. And I think a lot of that credit, it goes to the RBs like we talked about. It goes to Colton Joseph because he provides, a true 11-on-11 with his legs. But I think Eric Mateos has come in and really shifted some things within the run game. Unfortunately, he didn't have a healthy offensive line the entire camp, but everybody is expected back for fall. I've written that I probably trust 7 guys or so right now on that O-line to play on Saturdays that would matter right now. So I think that's a big thing. I'm not saying it's going to be like the Melvin, James White, Corey Clement, or some of those backfields, but I think it's going to be much better. And Joseph, no question, he's the best athlete I've seen here at QB in a long time. Probably at least 7 or 8 seasons, maybe 10 plus.
Bro, I'm all in, by the way, on Kojo. I mean, chips all in the table. All in. Hey, so any big Cruton news? Any big Cruton news out there?
Yeah, you know what? I put it out there, and you're my guy. You're my day one, so I'll give it for free a little bit here.
Well, just the teaser.
Wisconsin.
Just a teaser. You don't have to...
No. I can give one free, one tease.
Just a
tease. So there's an interesting thing, Ebo. Obviously, the focus right now is class of 2027, right? You always kind of add a year to the year that you're in right now. And so it's getting into official visit season. We've got info every single day, adding up, questionnaires, mailbags, previews online. But you talk about RBU and the run game, they are really, really looking to build off of that. So if you look a little bit ahead to 2028, Wisconsin is actually getting an unofficial visit next month from the top-rated running back on the planet in 2028, which, I mean, he's got offers from, just about every Big Ten, SEC school you can think of. I've got some interviews there, so there will be more out today and tomorrow. But I'd say that's massive. And then just, they're sitting at 13 commits. I think it's going to end up at around 20 or 21. So maybe not as busy of a June with commits as we've seen, but still going to be 20, 25-plus visitors here in Madison.
You tell me the top-rated back coming in for a visit?
Yes, sir. We reported it Tuesday night. Actually, you would have loved this. I've been trying to get outside, playing a little pickleball with my buddies and the lady, and I heard about it, so I said, hey, guys, we got to pause this point real quick. I run to the phone. I get that out there, jump back in.
The grind never stops, Nick. The grind never stops, brother. Is there anything – when do they get back into fall camp? I know we got a little bit, but is there a date? Is there a time frame?
Yeah, so I would say I have a pretty good idea, but not, an official date for that.
Yeah,
However, players will be back, Ebo, most are coming back like end of this week or next week. Okay. There's going to be a focus kind of off-season training. That's Brady Collins. That's the guys working together. Then you get kind of some OTA type stuff, really kind of prepping in July, media days, and then we're back in fall camp already. But I'll have some basketball recruiting news for you the next couple weeks too.
Let's go. I can't wait for basketball, man. And Nick, last thing for you. I don't know if you know the answer or not. It was maybe left for people above us. Any news on the new AD? Or, should it be a Wisconsin guy? What's your thoughts on the old AD job search thing going on?
Yeah, so I'm comfortable saying that I've continued to hear really a couple of times that the AD hire is expected before like a new chancellor.
Yeah.
I don't think that that's a big shock, but that kind of led me to believe here within the next month, like 5 to 6 weeks. A couple names floated out there that we've got on the site, but I don't think it has to be a Wisconsin guy, Evo. I think it has to be somebody very driven, Wisconsin man or woman, obviously very, very driven, successful. Those are obvious. But what I think really is important is kind of the ability to really attract donors, work in that money space, because whether we like it or not, man, it is driving everything right now, including college sports, brother.
I don't know how familiar you are with the Wu-Tang Clan, but they once said cash rules everything around me.
Cash rules everything around me. You know me, baby. Come
on. Get the money. Dollar bill, y'all. And we need more than dollar bills. We need $100 bills. Nick, you're the man, brother. We love you. If somebody want to get a hold of your stuff, how can they do so?
Oh, this was awesome, Evo. Badger 247, part of 247sports.com. We got 60% off promo going right now. $1 for a month. Worth taking a look, folks.
Dollar make you holler, baby. Nick, have a great weekend. Enjoy the time. And Godspeed, brother. We love you.
Right back at you. Can't wait for next week. Thanks, brother.
See you, buddy. There he goes, Mr. Handsome himself, Nick Olson. Good stuff as always. Final segment. Coming up next.
Serious, man. You cannot be serious!
This is Over the Line on the Wisconsin Sports Zone Radio Network.
Over the Line will resume in 3 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 2 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 1 minute. Over the Line will resume in 30 seconds.
You, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it.
One
Hey,
last
thought you could leave without saying goodbye.
ride. Aaron
I
Rodgers,
used to say I lived my life a quarter mile at a time,
Mike McCarthy.
and I think that's why we were brothers.
One last ride.
Because you did too.
This is your car. My car?
One last ride. Aaron Rodgers says this is it, year 22. And what better way to do it? One last time, one last ride
I'm gonna go for a drive.
with Mike McCarthy.
No matter where you are, whether it's a quarter mile away or halfway across the world.
We all change, we all grow.
That's right. Aaron Rodgers can change and grow.
The most important thing in life will always be the people in this room.
Mike McCarthy can change and grow.
Right now, salute mi familia.
2018 was a tough year. A split didn't seem too cordial.
You'll always be with me.
But together again.
And you'll always be my brother.
One last ride in Steel City. How can you not get emotional? One last ride. Aaron Charles Rodgers. My goat.
Yeah, I love Mike T. I mean, I really appreciate the opportunity to come in last year and love my experience with him. And, you know, I thought when he said he was stepping away, that was an emotional moment just because we all love him so much and care about him. And, you know, I thought that that was probably it for me in Pittsburgh. But when the decision was made to hire Mike, I started opening my mind back up to coming back. Yes. This is it, yeah.
It's heavy. It's emotional. Year 22. The one thing that brought Rodgers back, besides going deep in the jungles of Peru and tripping balls on ayahuasca, in that trip, in that other dimension that his mind was able to travel to, he saw Mike McCarthy holding a Vince Lombardi trophy and said, this is it. This is it. One last ride. If I can change, you can change. Let's do it, Big Mike. Arm in arm, brother. All right, that'll do it for the day. By the way, fly the L once, twice, thrice. PCA. You're a bum, dude. PCA. Cubs are 0-4 since PCA told an innocent woman offering him free advice from the stands. PCA told her to S my FND. Oh, Cubs have not won a game since PCA. PCA. Showed his sexist ways. Unbelievable. Brewers off today, Dodgers tomorrow. Your first place Brewers. But we finished with Aaron Rodgers and Mike McCarthy. One last ride. Remember the name, baby. Aaron Charles Rodgers. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Everybody giving them guest spots and stocks through the roof. I heard them with that stuff. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. They call him Ryan to be sick and he's spitting fire.